been hit.
Okay, we're going. I'm pretty sure you saying button got hit is in the audio.
Hi.
Welcome to Space Fight, the continuing saga.
Galaxy
We are
battle.
in a hole in the ground. Actually, I'm pretty sure. What's that one anime called? Isn't it close to Galactic Battle?
Legend of the Galactic
Like-
Heroes.
Yeah. Okay, that's a little farther than I was.
I've heard good things about that series.
It's really long, and I heard the remake's also pretty good too.
Remake's good. I like it.
Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. You guys are very far from space. You're actually negative from space right now. You are
We're actually deep in a planet.
underground. But before we talk about the underground, I would like to remind everybody this episode is brought to you by our patrons like Adam Harbaugh, Comics, Academia, Critic, 10 Bucks, G, Carlos Qua, Ferris, Jeremy Vasquez, Jonathan Sandoval, Kelly Dunn, Legendary Boss, League has our Region Raptor, Rogue Robin, Charvor, Shiny Piece, some goddamn episode of 2023. If you like what you want us to do and see what you want to do more, you can support the picture. The more money you give, the faster I speak. At one point, I will explode. Please support K. Thanks. Bye.
Thanks, bye.
Did you spend EXP?
No.
No.
I only had 10. I don't think so.
Okay, cool. We move on. I
Alright,
rolled
let's start.
Destiny. Destiny's very, very spicy. All right, you guys are in a hole.
We're in an office.
Actually, technically, you guys have left the hole. You guys went down the funicular, which was a giant spooky shaft.
We saw some sort of corporate place.
You punched some droids, and you are now in. To remind everybody, let me close that tab. You are in U1 Underground Base Center. Yes, this does unfortunately mean that there is a U2, but let's try not to make any jokes.
I forgot those existed.
So you are in U1, the Underground Base Center. Basically, what happened is we tuned out last time was you guys punched a bunch of droids.
Yep.
Specifically, Aramaa and Camo punched and or stabbed droids, but you know what I mean. You took care of some
Yeah.
stuff.
It's a
And
good
you
battle.
guys, you and I believe you still have like 12 clones with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you guys slid open some lovely double doors and opened up into the Underground Base Center. And as Marth just brought up, it resembles almost like a little corporate office or you know, like a little office center in like a college or something than a military base. Though military bases have these kind of workspaces too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You've got some, you know, half-height cubicle walls, a lot of desks with computer terminals here. There is a large bullpen area where there's no cubicle walls and there's just, you know, rows and rows of desks in front of a bank of monitors and holo projectors, which is currently off. There are some low-level lights on, but it does appear that in the night shift, nobody works in the base center normally. Along one side of the room from you guys, you can see some conference rooms, like honest-to-God labeled conference rooms. There also appear to be some offices with some various names and titles on them, though you can't make them out from here because it's a little dark. Unless you really want to look closely, I guess. I don't know. You guys are nonsense about darkness and stuff. And as mentioned previously, there was a... was two entrances, I should say, to this room. They are labeled. One says Lab Wing, and the other says Barracks Mess Hall. I would like to also iterate that both of these points have security checkpoints. It looks like there's another small handful of B1 security droids who are sitting in a little armored security booth, and it looks like they're actual like stands or checkpoints or something for, you know, actual security. But yes, are there any further questions or observations you want to make about
Okay.
roomage?
Right.
Well, I'm assuming that no one's actually manning the office. It's just empty
Yeah.
except for the security checkpoints. I'm assuming.
I think
Yes.
last time didn't you say there were like two pathways or it's
Yep, I just mentioned them.
Oh, right, forgot that. Sorry.
Question is then, do we avoid barracks? Go to the...
Also, to confirm with Lucky, yes, there's nobody currently out and about. It is apparently, you know, you're in dead ass night here. There's no night shift in main ops. Though they do, like I said, appear to have some like emergency or off shift lighting. So if something came up, you know, they could probably bustle some people out. You guys are having a lot of fun with the fact that they're conference rooms.
I'm just like, that's all I need.
Listen. The idea of a bunch of B1 battle droids just sitting at a conference table, being like, "Shouldn't we be working? We don't make decisions."
And there's just some random gonk droids there.
You guys can also see that some of the desktops are scattered with, data pads, mem sticks, flimsoplast notes, etc.
Yeah, so should we go to the head in the direction of the bears or go the other way?
Oh, hang on. I'm making a funny.
Ah.
Let's see here.
Gathering information would be nice, like grabbing whatever information they have on those computers. However,
Well,
Maybe
my
a bit-
question is those security checkpoints, are they looking in? Like towards us? Well, not towards us, but towards the room that we would go into if we were to try to approach said security checkpoints or cubicles?
So from the angle you can see, it does seem like they have a not quite like panoramic, but you know what I mean, view. But they are in a little armored booth, and it does appear that their job is to checkpoint the corridor so that people don't go into areas they're not supposed to. The judging by like the activity you see and whatnot, it does not necessarily look like they are looking directly at the larger room. And there are, like I said, office doors and conference rooms also.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
plenty of cube walls, like those 2 underground floors in Metal Gear Solid.
Huh. Okay, so
Well, thankfully we didn't have to fire Nikita through a fucking vent.
Right.
So,
Okay, so-
well,
we're
let's honestly, like,
sneak.
well, first off, we should see how to take out these security checkpoints, cause you never know.
Yeah,
might go weird.
just so we don't raise the alarm.
Yeah. So let's see if we can find out where the entrance to said security rooms is. I think either or would be fine right now. Just.
I mean, it's funny. Actually, just talking about Prey. It's actually exactly like the security booths in Prey. There's a little door.
Yeah.
It's clear.
Mm-mm.
It's like a little door.
There's a clear door
and a
that they walk
terminal,
in.
and then a thing.
There's probably some kind of keypad or code cylinder lock.
All right. So.
But waltzing up behind them, you guys have done similar things already. Obviously, with the funicular checkpoints, though those weren't. Those were more. Those were as much a control room as a checkpoint, I should say. These do appear to be a little more
robust.
Yes, they are. They are actually designed as like choke points in a tactical situation, and also a part of whatever security and authorization is like around here.
Well, we can't. What kind of security sensors does it look like it has, like on the security?
Why don't you guys go ahead and make me a hard perception check then to study some things from where you are.
All right.
Yeah.
Those of you who give a shit about
Hard
light should
perception.
probably add a single black die for low light because it's dim in here. But most of you don't care,
What's
so
the difficulty again?
Hard.
What's the difficulty?
Pain
Oh,
pickup.
hard. Okay. Okay.
all right. Aramaa sees nothing, but
You know what? Yeah, I'll roll.
yeah,
But
you never know. You're gonna get a little bit.
Yeah. Boop, boop. Wait, hold on. How much darkness is there?
I think we got
Just
more
one
light.
black.
Yeah, it does one.
It's a low light situation.
Setback, yeah.
Okay, just one setback.
Okay.
Huh. Well.
You succeeded.
Mm-hmm.
And a very non-flared success. Okay, so we've got the full spectrum here.
I know, right?
Okay, all right. Aramaa, you try to peer around corners, but your force eyes don't see anything particularly interesting about the area. However, because you do have magic eyes, you do actually pick out some things, like the fact that, first of all, there are actually, like, in addition to, like I said, notes and data pads and stuff, it does appear that there are occasionally personal tchotchkes scattered over these desks, and some of them have, like, drawers that are, like, half open. There might actually be things in these desks, though you don't have X-ray vision, so you can't be sure.
Mhm.
But it does actually appear like organics do occasionally crew these desks, so there may actually be stuff in them. But primarily with your 2 advantage, what you do see is you can actually note that there are offices on the back, like I said, and you can actually make out some of the nameplates because you're not restricted by normal things like light levels, focus distance. So you note that there are several staff offices for staff officers,
Mhm.
like actual like notes for like sergeant, warrant officer, desk commander, etc. But also there are several offices which have names like professors on them.
Professors. Interesting.
I mean, yeah. What else will you say when you see, for instance, Dr. Ztikt, director of magmology?
Ah.
So if you want to actually like note down all the names, I have them in my notes. They're just not all in one place. I can sketch them down for you. But yeah, so you actually notice an ancillary detail.
Okay. Ancillary. Okay.
So Wevu and Camo, because you succeeded straight up, and Wevu with a little extra advantage there. And we can say because he rolled like 4 successes, Camo probably notices this fast. What you can see, like, peeking around corners, maybe approaching some of the low walls to, like, peer over comically. Scooby-Doo your way around some corners. It looks like the droids have access to mostly weapon scanners and some kind of... You see, like, a computer terminal with an interface. It looks like maybe they have some kind of ID database.
Okay.
Boots.
That me.
You are also able to see those things, but unfortunately, as you're scooching around to get a better position, you step on a data pad, and it starts playing the most annoying, like, ringtone-type noise of some kind of weird Huttese, hip jizz music, just some alien... kind of a thing.
I was
like
about to say
Uga-chaka music.
Huttese rap.
Yeah, something like that. Like, and just, it's considering how perfectly quiet this room is. You can't. There's not even the hum of computer monitors at this hour. Just the low of fluorescent lights. It is fucking loud. What are y'all doing?
I
Duck,
want to make a.
duck into a cubicle.
Duck a cubicle.
Cover the thing with something.
You covered the something with the something. Very good.
Cover the data pad with like a trash bin.
All right. Camo, in proper EOD fashion, pushes his brother clone off the data pad mine and covers it with a wastebasket. There is now a very tinny sound of Huttese rap music in here.
At least lessens it.
No, it's just
Okay.
a
No, I
It
like.
does muffle
I love
it,
the
but it's
fact
being
that-
reverberated through a trash bin.
Yes.
I love the fact that
Okay.
without describing it actually happening, Camo moved a clone who went to like dive onto it. Like, I'll save you
No,
guys.
no, no. I'm talking about you, Boots. He moves you out of the way because clearly you stepped on it and didn't move your foot because you didn't say anything yet.
True. Okay.
Just that moment of silence of like, oops. All right. Okay. After the first 6 seconds of heart pounding tension, you guys hear from one of the security booths kind of a kind of click, like an intercom comes on, and you hear a droid voice say, hey Lefty, is that you guys? And then there's a brief pause, and the other click goes. The other booth intercom slips on. It's like, no, it's not us. Roger. Should we investigate? Click. Pause. Click. Probably. We're supposed to just mind the checkpoint, but we are security. Pause. Click. Okay. Should we get our supervisor? Click. Nah, we don't need a supervisor. Just go out and see what that sound is. Click. Why don't you go out and see what that sound is?
Aramaa is like
In
I
the
don't know if
meantime,
I don't know if I have line of sight to you guys, but if I do, Aramaa is just making a furious snap it in half motion and pointing to the wastebasket.
Aramaa makes the universal hand sign for break it.
Break it.
okay, yeah, just lift. Okay, like Camo will lift the waistband, break it.
All right. How do you break it?
Just stomp on it.
Okay, Boots is still standing there. He just stomps on it. All right, the music stops, but you make clank, smash, crunch noises.
Aw.
Oh, hey, it stopped. But there was a lot of thumping. Should we still go check it out?
God
Click.
damn it.
I mean, I don't know. I think you guys should still check it out. Click. Click
Uh.
back. Hey, I'm sorry. We're the barracks guards. We've got to watch over all the people who are on sleep shift right now. We can't go anywhere.
Okay,
Like,
so while this is happening,
We're
Camo,
the lab wing checkpoint, okay? Nobody's supposed to go into lab wing without proper authorization. Click. This, I will continue to roleplay this until you
No.
guys want to do something. But
No,
like,
it's like in the
this,
meantime.
this is
I'm-
gonna go on for a while.
That's fine, we're
Well, shoot. Well, actually, how many droids were in the fucking
It looks like four per booth. They're not very big booths,
Ah,
so a decently sized minion group, but not an excessive amount of them.
Let us see if we can sneak if there's no
As you guys and your
Yes,
clones are basically hiding in various cubicles.
let's attach ourselves to the wall and let's fucking hook this. And see if we can
Okay.
sneak past one of the checkpoints while they argue about this.
okay.
All right, which checkpoint would you like to sneak past?
Lab? Should
Um,
we go lab or barracks?
I say lab.
Lab.
All right. Okay. You guys may attempt to make me a stealth check. Let's
I will say
see
that
difficulty.
incident, that whole thing just woke me up a bit. So okay, that helped. I think you had that planned. That
The
was
joy
great.
of comedy. All right. Okay. So let's see. Let me double check some stuff there.
Okay. There you go.
So it will be a average stealth check, I think. But let me just double check some modifiers. Where was? Okay, we will add 2 setback die to this because you are sneaking through sensors.
Okay.
But you should still get a boost die from the low light.
And boost die from recon. Wait. Trying to remember. If our
You have
clones are
concealment 1, so
still-
there's 1 boosto.
Are
The
the
Jedi
squads
recon armor
on?
is
Yeah, it has 1. Is our clones?
Yeah, they
The
should be. They
squad's
should be.
still
yes. Your
in
clone.
the,
If you have a clone minion
comm
group on you, they
silence.
should still be in comm silence. Yes.
Okay.
As
so
everything is
that's
currently being feverishly communicated with hand signs.
Yeah, it's like
Hey, go me. Wait, you know I did it right.
wow.
Oh,
7
was it back again?
Advantinos.
I was just talking to somebody in a thread about Genesis being like, so if you have crit 6 on a weapon, you're just never going to crit without a triumph. And I'm like, no. No. Players will roll that many advantages
It will
sometime.
just happen
They may,
extremely
they
rarely.
may need a little bit of EXP, but they'll do it. Yeah.
What did you say back for again?
2 setback for their scanners.
Okay.
You are actually trying to move through a checkpoint, so.
All right.
Wow.
So we're 2 people who could crit with a crit 6 weapon.
It happens.
Yep. Now Bootsman.
Yes. I will now roll myself because it took me a while to remember where the fuck stealth is on my sheet. Because I'm an idiot. Calm silence is.
1 boost.
Sorry, remind.
One boost.
One boost? Okay.
Boost.
I wonder what this rule would be. Okay, 2 threat again.
I can't believe I found another data pad that has
No.
terrible music.
Just take 2 strain this time.
It's
Oh,
very
damn it.
stressful.
I can't believe the gong droid just keeps stepping on all our data pads.
but you guys are able to sneak through fairly swiftly, and move on through there. And with that triumph, Aramaa, as you are passing by one of those open desks, you do note that somebody has left a code cylinder on top of their desk. You did roll a triumph.
Great.
Can I grab it in the
Yeah,
process?
you can grab it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you can grab it. You got triumph. You're fine.
I'll grab it.
You guys move pretty elegantly and swiftly through. Boots is a little less elegantly, but that's because he's still echoing in his mind is the Huttese hip hop and the pounding of his heart. So there's that. But yeah.
Cool.
So you guys slip through into the lab wing. And you have access to a code cylinder. That's cool. So the lab wing is a large kind of central hallway, it looks like, with various laboratories branching off from it in different rooms. You can see the labels for the magmology lab, the metallurgy lab, and the biochem lab.
All right.
The magmology lab is the closest one to you.
Okay, let's just go down the line. Let's see if we can pop open the door to magmology.
Okay, let's figure out if the credentials you just stole work for magmology. Otherwise, somebody will have to hack them. We'll randomly determine this through the power dice. That is a blank. No.
Oh.
You stick the little code cylinder. Not for that door.
So clearly I should just rip it off its hinges, but no, we shall not.
Well, actually, this door seems pretty. It's not as like airlocky as like the doors into the blast furnace or the chemical plant are, but this is a very sturdy security door.
Ah. Very well then. Well, I'll look back to the two clones that are, for some odd reason, really good at breaking and entering.
I'll look to the other clone who's really good at breaking and entering.
Alright, let's do this. Sorry.
All right, locks and security doors. That is a hard computers or skullduggery check.
Alright, let's do this.
Do your thing, my dude.
Nice.
Pretty fast.
Considering how many fucking threats I've been rolling, I didn't trust myself to make a computer's check.
Okay, all right. So 3 success, 2 advantage. You're able to quickly and quietly get your lockpick tools out and just jimmy the lock open. Slides open. Behold, there is a lab. The focus of this lab appears to be local geology and volcanology.
Cool.
Now, you should think that this lab should be spacious, because when you open it up, it's got a slightly vaulted ceiling, you know. It goes back several meters back and is, you know, several meters across. There's 3 labs, so they're, like, offset, right? Like, one lab's on one side, then there's another lab on the other side on the opposite side, and then another lab on the other side, right? So this looks like it should go a ways down. However, the physical space of this lab is taken up by a large computer mainframe in the back. Even now, even though it's night shift, you can see the data tape slowly rotating and whirling and making dot matrix printer noises. So, yes, there is a large computer system here. In addition to that, at a first glance, actually, good question. Do you guys want to flick on the lights?
How far
Or
are we?
are you guys gonna?
How far are we from the security checkpoint?
I mean, you're like maybe 5 or 10 meters down. You guys could all pack into the room first, then flick on the lights, I guess.
Yeah.
Probably close the door behind us, yeah.
All right, so you avoid any light leakage, as those droids are probably still arguing about which one of them should go check out the weird sound.
We're gonna get done with this. We're gonna get back. It's all like, my supervisor. Just be like, God damn it.
You know what's funny, Lucky? I was thinking the exact same fucking thing.
So, you flick on the light, you can see this thing out in detail. Like I said, large computer. There are surrounding that many normal science benches of science, you know. Standard issue geology and chemistry testing equipment. You see samples of various volcanic rocks. You do actually see in the back there is a like semi-cordoned off section that looks like it has several crucibles and blast furnaces for actually heating samples of lava to various levels of plasticity. There's also a rack of envirosuits there as well. And then kind of between those two zones, there are a lot of just open workstations with computers, tools, scanners, etc. Looks like there's some, small shelves full of samples of other materials. So, yeah. Let me see. Is there anything else? Yes, there's a second paragraph. Okay. There's also a small sub area for gemology.
Gemology.
Yeah. Benches are strewn with tools for cutting and shaping gems, appraising them, analyzing them, studying chemical composition, etc. There are even specimen containers and storage bins, and you guys can see various qualities of things. From industrial diamonds to there are actually a couple of small flawless rubies and sapphires in these storage areas.
Neat.
So, is there any area you would like to particularly investigate?
Let's go touch some computers, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see what actually they're trying to maybe study with magmology here.
All right, so you want to check out the database computer.
Yes.
Well, because Boots has computers, he can
Yes.
pull this up and actually look at it pretty simply. It's not a secured machine because it is not a tactical computer or anything. It's just a very large mainframe simulator. It's capable of running advanced simulations of potential eruption scenarios and other volcanology type things and simulating fluid physics and stuff. It's a very, very big smart computer that makes very cool renders. It probably can enable space ray tracing. So, yeah, it's that seems to be its primary function, is running advanced simulations of various things involving magma.
Magma.
Oh my god, they've got simulations here.
Alright, so I guess they're just making sure that the volcano, doesn't maybe explode without them fucking maybe having some warning, I guess. Or something. Cool! That's useful. Simulations. I guess from there, let us go check out gyms, I guess? Or by gyms, I mean just take them all?
Okay, you can look at the gems.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, this is a good question because we did have the hover crate. Did you guys take the hover crate with you all the way down here?
No. I don't think we can fit. I don't think we can fit the hover crate past the fucking security checkpoint.
No, that would have been a thing. Okay, so you probably left it back at the funicular. Okay.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of, like I said, industrial gems and stuff out
Okay,
here.
whatever.
Diamonds and tourmaline seem like the most common samples. You see computers which can display, if you turn on the monitors, display real and hypothetical crystal structures and matrix.
Oh, neat.
Somebody give me a, let's call it average, knowledge education or knowledge warfare.
Do you want to do the warfare, my dude?
I'll do warfare. I feel like doing warfare.
Take my help. Because I only have like 2 and 2, but...
Okay, I don't... You guys should not do helping for knowledge checks. This is like...
Yeah, I was about to say...
You're looking at pictures. Are you going to stop to have a symposium?
Alright, then I'll just try my...
No, this is just to see if you realize, if you understand what you're looking at.
Right,
I'm making knowledge warfare, and I would like to say I have knowledge special... Oh! Wait! No, I'm dumb!
You forgot the difficulty dice.
Yes, you have to roll two purples.
Hang on.
You're probably fine.
Hang on. Yes,
okay, you feel okay.
I'm at 3-2 triumph, and I didn't have time because knowledge specialization. Yay.
Okay. All right. So with your power of knowledge, you actually look at some of these displays and samples, and notice one of these appear to be samples of a diamond boron lattice. A design for armor. Yeah.
Oh.
And you actually find some of the notes on it. Based on the study, this material is almost completely immune to standard blaster and laser fire and is very good at insulating against heat and electricity. If it is applied to ordnance, the outer shells of ordnance, it means they are hard to countershoot. And it could even hypothetically, at least according to some of these notes, be applied in a thin layer to make droids resistant to ion weapons and blasters. Though this is all not yet mass-produced. They are testing out this material. This is also, by the way, why there are so many diamonds and tourmalines, because tourmaline is a boron-based gem. Also, by the way, diamond boron is a real Star Wars thing, but also it does actually make sense. There are people use boron-doped diamonds as insulators and semiconductors as well.
Oh yeah, no, I know that.
There's science.
Science.
Okay.
Computer
You find a lot
science.
of these notes, by the way, are in the hand of. They're signed by one Dr. Abril Gala.
My first thought was signed by Dr. Wowie.
Told you guys names.
Oh, so
And with your triumph,
oh,
you find a thing.
Oh,
You discover while you're looking at various samples of the gems and lava rock, you find a Verk meditation orb.
a what?
A Verk meditation orb,
Gear list.
which looks like a ball of obsidian. But you, yeah.
Oh, you found it.
And it is accompanied by notes that cross-reference that it's a piece of obsidian from the Verk home planet Sembla.
we might have a Verk native, or
When meditating with the sphere for an hour, for 24 hours, they may suffer 2 strain to ass force points to the results of the next check to use an altar or battle meditation force power.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah,
FP
the gear list has the appropriate rendering of how many force points it adds. It's
1.
Oh, okay.
not formatted.
Okay.
Yeah, it adds 1.
Okay.
Not bad.
Oh,
Do it
that's
like
neat.
Do it before a big battle.
Well, I have to meditate for an hour. Are we gonna sit in the fucking corridor for an hour?
No,
not
I
here,
mean,
but for a
instead
big
before
battle.
a big battle.
Yeah. But still.
By your. Also, for some reason, it's listed as E2. I don't.
This is
It's
a big
black
rock.
rock.
That's a big rock.
But
Is
we
it,
also
like,
know that your
medicine
character
ball?
doesn't carry a lot of shit, so I don't think it's a problem.
I don't think it's a problem. I mean, it's probably something that you don't actually carry around a lot. It's like, the day's about to start. I'm going to meditate upon this rock. All right, bye, rock. And it's sad as you leave it alone.
Right. Is anybody else going to look around at anything? As
Uh,
while this does take half time, this does take Aramaa a quick second to like rifle through sheets of paper.
All right, so
Hmm.
there's the paper, the computers, but also
Then
There's the
writing.
gemology section where Aramaa is. There
Okay,
are
the metallurgy.
various samples and
Uh,
other things around. No, that's a
samples.
separate lab. And
Right,
then there's
so-
a intermediate middle workspace of whatever work they like.
Okay, check out the intermediate workspace then.
I'll look at the samples.
Okay. Camo, you find, without needing to roll for anything, you find a crate that has the equivalent of 6 molten magnets. Those are in the weapon list, by the way. Those are grenades.
by the way, sorry, I didn't get to say, but Boots will go with Camo on this one.
Molten magnet. I say the equivalent because technically the molten magnet in fiction isn't invented until the Galactic Civil War, but we're poking lava. Lava stuff happens.
Okay.
Wevu, you dig around in the intermediate area, you find some fun things. First
How
of
many
all,
of these
you
are there?
find
Okay.
an obsidian dagger, which has mysterious markings that somebody, not going to say who, could identify with a hard lower or outer rim check.
Huh.
It is a
Right.
long, flowing blade that seems to dance at the light and has a sharp edge.
Hmm.
Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moon?
Well, I do have lore.
Just asking, it was like 6 of these?
Yes,
Yeah, I do have
They're,
lore.
you know, they're
so I
grenades, so
could
they're E1 a
study it.
pop.
I'll just put. I have 2 slots in the bags.
Arma
Well,
is still...
I think I'll try to I'll try to activate my
Neural headband?
thingamajig.
Mhm.
So, discipline first.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hang on, I gotta take my one
Yeah,
strain.
so 3 purple. Every time this fails so far, so let me see if it works. Oh, it succeeded this time.
It powers up.
Just need a little bit of knocking around, I guess. Okay, so that adds, I think, how many boost die?
I believe it's up to 3, but you have to suffer strain per boost you add.
It's up to your
Yeah.
intelligence.
Oh, up to your
Yeah.
intellect. Okay.
Yeah.
Intellect, so I have intellect 3 suffer strain, so that's going to be.
Is 3.
I'll do 3 strain. That's not much.
Yeah, mine gives me 3 even though I have 2 because I put Mighty on it, which gives me another one. Boost for Flea. Now,
Yeah, and what's the difficulty on lore? Hard.
was it a hard lore check?
Yeah, it's hard.
Okay.
Or Outer Rim, but I assume you're going with lore.
Yeah, I'm going with lore.
Law.
Lore.
How much? We haven't even spent in Destiny yet.
You want to go?
I mean, this really isn't worth spending
Yeah,
Destiny
yeah,
on.
I
Not
know.
every knowledge check is going to be cool, guys.
Yeah, I know.
But-
I'm just like, okay.
All right, so you are able to discern by the markings on the blade and hilt that it is associated with the semi-destroyed planet Shola, which is in the Outer Rim. It is a volcanic planet that was tied to some kind of ancient culture or something, but they had a horrific geological disaster, and now the planet is basically uninhabitable except for mining platforms. But this looks like it's an archaeological relic from there, and it is a weapon with those stats that I said. So it's a Dam +1, Crit 2, Pierce 2, Sunder, Superior, Vicious 1.
Okay.
That's a boost die, by the way, to strain checks and charm checks to perform.
Okay, I think I'll take that.
And also, obviously, Superior is accounted for in the base
Yeah.
damage already. It's
Yeah.
very sharp, very obsidian-y.
Yeah.
The other thing that you find is a geological compressor. A geological compressor is a device designed to isolate certain minerals and compress them into deposits or crystals.
Oh, is this an artificial diamond maker?
Something like that. Also, currently it appears to be loaded with tiny samples of kyber crystal deposits. If operated correctly, you would condense them to form a lightsaber-type crystal.
How much? Wait, do we know how much noise this thing would make? Probably not.
You're in a lab. I don't think it matters.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they're still arguing and actually completely forgot about the fucking everything.
Yeah,
Also, I would like to point out, you guys already are dealing with the constant background hum of this giant mainframe in here.
Okay, let's press it and see what happens.
Okay, if you wish to operate the geologic compressor, you must make me a hard lore check.
Okay.
Papa Destiny.
You,
this
you
is-
need that sweet law to operate this machine.
I'm going to
I
activate.
mean, yeah, it's you're building a lightsaber crystal.
Yeah, no.
It's fucking magic science.
I know.
Magic science. Arma's over here just
Hard.
covered in documents.
Do I want
Meanwhile,
to incur
Boots is over with
myself
Camo,
more-
just going,
Do I want to incur myself
carry some
more
of these?
He
Right.
strength
accidentally
Safety
stuck
right
a molten magnet to himself.
Hmm.
Ah!
To do more.
Is it a spider?
strain or less?
get it off!
strain? Huh.
Actually, dude, no, the molten magnet doesn't have any blast. It's a breach one, burn one, sunder weapon. It's
It's a
fucking
giant-
hilarious.
It's a giant.
It's a literal. By the way, so the for people at home who can't read the
Okay,
description
I'm
on the
going
wiki,
to try
the molten
it.
magnet
Sticky.
is literally that. It's a chunk of metallic and magnetic magma that, like, with a certain amount of technology, yeah, you're rolling discipline again. You basically are able to activate it, and you can huck it like a grenade at things.
Okay. This time it doesn't activate.
That makes it sound kind of like
yeah.
thermite almost. Almost.
I
Double
assume it's a
triumph,
similar
though.
property, yeah.
This time it doesn't activate, so I have 2
Now it does
triumphs.
stick though.
I would drop
So
the
one
dead net I have in this
threat,
bag, but I don't think I should leave it here.
2 triumphs on this thing, so can I just upgrade my next check?
Yeah, you can upgrade your actual check anyway.
Yeah, twice or once. I don't know. I'll just do it twice since there's 2 there. What to do with the 1 threat? Just like 1 strain?
Yeah, take a strain. You're trying to your brain.
Yeah. Okay, so now it's the same roll as that. Time to see what happens. Okay.
Did it?
Okay. Take another strain, but you have succeeded. You have created a lightsaber crystal that is your choice of the mechanical properties of a Barab ingot, a Nisharlite stone, or a Zophis crystal.
I don't know what those are.
Well, of course you don't. You don't own a fucking lightsaber.
I mean, yeah.
I'm going to need to look those up in the gear list.
Yeah. Weapon list attachment.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can pick them. By the way, if you had failed, you would have gotten to choose whether or not you made a cracked or an unstable crystal instead. But
Oh, wow.
you did succeed, so you actually get a functional, better crystal. So it's one of
Yeah.
those 3. You take your pick.
Okay.
So Wevu takes some time to like meditate and spin some dials on a weird machine. Hums. You know, it's just like every other little crafting station. There's a little bar it needs to fill up.
There's a needle going back and forth, and you have to hit X at the right time to get the maximum result.
Yes.
Hey, Luck, here's a question.
What's up?
Should I keep this Dead Knight, like this unactivated Dead Knight, just store it somewhere in a box instead?
I mean, you guys have extra clones.
Yeah.
They have backpacks.
I
You
mean-
can pawn off the detonite onto somebody else. Aramaa can make mechanics checks with team specialists, so
Actually, I might as well just give them the. Yeah, I might as well give the Dead Knight. I'll carry on the
Now
magnets.
time to look at.
you are probably better at ranged light than they are.
I know they aren't actual magnets, but I'm just picturing.
I mean, they are actually magnets. They are magnetic.
They're like,
But
they're like,
just
they're like
like-
Halo sticky bombs.
Well, no, but the actual like U-shaped magnets, Camo just walks out covered in them.
Okay, dance.
It's like throwing horseshoes, but dead.
Because
Alright.
it would totally fry the
So-
brain of a droid.
So I know we're trying to take this, but just in case some shit gets weird, I'm gonna basically take the bulk of this boreal lattice information. Be all like, better for us than for them.
All right, you know, bundle up the filed folder of notes. You hand it to your intelligence clone and say, "Here, put a paperclip in this and stick it in the bag."
Okay, guess
It goes in the bag of redaction.
No man, I love the bag of redaction.
All right,
Okay.
Wevu has created a Nishar Lightstone
I
equivalent.
hand off the Dead Knight to the other.
All right,
This'll
the
be-
demo man takes it,
I'll just
stuffs it
mark
into his
this.
kilt. What?
Yeah. Don't worry, that was my first thought as well.
I mean, technically, the Kama is a kilt-like piece of armor.
He wouldn't be a good demo man if he wasn't here right now.
But okay, all right. So you're gonna seal all the notes. You got the thing activated.
Mhm.
You found the dagger. After a few more minutes of searching, it doesn't look like there's much else to be found here.
Oh, all right, well then let us move on.
Yes. Yeah, move on.
Metallurgy is next.
Okay.
Hey, your code cylinder works.
Hey, perfect.
Pops open.
Let's move on in.
Let's go.
All right, so this lab looks like it is exactly what it says. It's focused on studying metallurgy and analyzing metal composition and trying to improve upon it. There is a large forge and an alloy furnace in this room, generally making the room quite warm to be in. Very dry in here. You see workbenches which look as
Okay.
much like, you know, smithing benches or you know, metalworking benches as they do scientific areas. You can see samples of various ores and polished ingots from metals from the mine upstairs. At a glance, you can probably identify iron, aluminum, or titanium by the ores they're in. Or some of you can, anyway. You guys also see, the usual piles of computer and sensor equipment, notes on test batches of alloy and other material reports. There is another shelf in here which has a small collection of very small samples of various exotic ores for testing purposes. You see them labeled. You see labels like armorplast, beskar, laminanium, chromium, duravlex, etc. Nothing really usable, but they are small test sample cases.
Wait. Are you saying a sample of Beskar like they found it here, or they're trying to make something similar to it?
No, it's a comparison sample. These are all
that's what I thought. Okay.
Imagine people at home that you're picking out, paint swatches, right? You've got the little sample tab of the color. This is like this, but for metals.
Okay, that's what I thought. So now they're basically the metallurgy they're trying to create the
Yeah, they are comparing and contrasting various alloys they are making in the lab with samples they have.
Okay.
So there's an extensive area of this. It looks like there are actually some test materials you could dig through for some of that stuff. Also in the back of the room, there is hence why this one is, all on its own on the one side of the corridor. There's a little testing range. You guys see a couple of dummies set up with some various armor jackets on them and to test the things. You notice there are mounts there for what look like some kind of weapon system of testing.
Huh.
And you guys do notice that there do also appear to be a storage area where there's some powered down droids in the back.
Oh, what kind of droids?
But yeah, that's all in the test range. So anything you want to look at?
Anything locked in the mounts in the test range?
Well, I'm not opposed to looking at the.
All right, Camo, you go down to the test range. What were you asking?
Was there anything locked in the mounts, or are they empty?
Oh no, they're in there. Since you've walked over, you can you've got one flame projector, one acid projector, and one cryoband projector.
Huh. Is there anything on the dummies?
It's not in my notes. So let's say there was something on the last set of dummies. Clearly that test sample didn't work. But no, it does appear that they've mostly cleaned up and packed up for the day.
I don't feel good about taking it, so I think I'll leave them there.
You don't want an
Chemical
ice gun or a fire gun or an acid
Chemical
gun?
weapon. Probably not the acid gun. Maybe the cryo.
You probably shouldn't. I'm pretty sure the acid projector is fucking horrifying.
It is probably horrifying.
I'm pretty sure 2 out of 3 of those is war crimes.
Yeah,
Listen, cryoband's not much better. That's a coolant gun.
Yeah.
It's technically a fire suppression system, but
fire suppression, but it can be used as a horrifying weapon.
You walk over there, they somehow manage to turn was it the sea slugs? They've managed to make a weapon based off that, and then Boots is like, no.
No, the funny one would be if they had a sonic gun to go with this, but no, there's no dubstep gun here.
that I would probably take, but these ones I don't feel like using potential work.
Well,
Hey, you guys have standard issue flamethrowers for certain purposes.
Yeah.
Everything's a tool,
Yeah.
I mean, then I might as well take...
That said, what's the fluff on the 10 loss acid projector? Fires a xenoboric acid capable of burning through virtually any material, mixes 2 different chemical compounds when fired. Yeah, I mean technically the acid projector could hypothetically be an industrial tool. But weapons made by the 10 Lost Syndicate are also usually war crimes. I believe they are also the ones who manufacture disruptors.
Yes.
Super illegal.
Yeah,
it's great.
Bless you.
Everything's great.
Everything's fine. I'm gonna look through these
Cryo...
reports.
how heavy is the cryoband gun?
The cryoband rifle is, I think, E2.
It's as heavy as my rock.
Actually,
Right.
let me make sure that's the right style.
Alright, because
check the
otherwise
weapon list.
I might grab it on the way out.
Let's see here. Should probably check to see what kind of droids are powered down.
Right. Who wants to go investigate the droids? Armaa's going to check the documents. Boots, what about you?
I think I might join Wevuguk investigating the powered down droids.
Carefully.
Yeah,
Don't-
carefully.
Don't want
Oh, you're being careful, you say?
Don't want to knock any subjects that just trips them on.
All right, go
I
ahead and
step
make
on
me
another
an average
data
stealth
pad.
check.
Oh no.
Okay, so I have all those things.
Okay, yeah. So the cryoband projector
Okay.
is ranged heavy and it's E3.
Okay. It's
Okay.
heavier than my rock.
Hey.
All right. Good job, you guys. You managed to approach the rack of half a dozen B2 ACM droids without waking them up or anything.
Wait,
The ACM is the advanced combat model. They've got the big, scary auto-fire tri-shot guns on them.
Oh Jesus.
oh boy.
They appear to be used for like various testing purposes and trials, but they aren't currently active, and you don't trip over anything. You don't accidentally fall on a mannequin while you go over there and poke them.
Okay. Hmm.
I'm just thinking,
Okay.
Bruce just trips over a mannequin. Oh no, someone got me! Just flails
Okay.
wildly on the ground as his mannequin somehow.
Now-
gets on
Help me,
Dude.
brother! I am pinned here.
Now, time just to move away from those and to some other part of the lab.
So Aramaa, you check out all the stuff they've got. It's pretty basic. They are attempting to produce newer and stronger alloys and thus maximize the efficiency of their mine and its output.
Mhm.
They are analyzing samples of the metals that are dug up in the mine upstairs, materials that may have been dug out when they dug this part of the base. They are, putting them through their alloy furnaces to produce new materials. Looks like they've got a primary source of, like I said, iron, aluminum, titanium. Nothing super exotic yet. And attempting to refine this process. There are some cross notes, some inter-office memos with gemology about the diamond boron lattice. You get the impression that the head of metallurgy, Dr. Vok Schonert, I don't know if he's French. He's a mun, so
Anyway, Dr. Jacques.
Dr. Vok
Fuck.
Fuck.
with a V. You get the tone from his memos that he is quite obstreperous and stubborn. He does a lot of inter-office arguing with gemology about which project is superior.
Of course. Have they actually...
However, while digging through the notes, you do find several large, bulky samples of the heavy neutronium material, which is
Neutronium?
used normally in starship plating.
Oh.
You've got enough raw material here that you could probably salvage all these components to make up the material cost of a single crafting of armor or some melee weapons, perhaps.
Of neutronium? Jesus.
But also, you could repurpose the neutronium forging into a custom mod for a melee or brawl weapon,
Oh.
which costs 1 HP, but gives the weapon the cortosis quality -1 crit, but +1 encumbrance.
How long would
Not
that take?
bad. That's
Probably a couple of minutes,
I like
5 or 10 minutes to scrap everything together.
Like I said, everyone looks like they're having fun.
have your dudes make it for you.
Well, yeah, I will attempt it.
You need to get them into
Group huddle.
mission then.
No, I mean, there's no test for this. This is just saying that hypothetically you could get it all
Oh.
together and repurpose it.
Yeah.
It is an
Okay.
either-or choice, though. Do you want the raw materials to make X1 suit of armor or melee weapon, or do you want the special custom mod?
Great.
I like custom mod.
Okay.
The materials that at the time is more kicker.
Yeah,
Armor.
and basically you can write this down as neutronium forging mod. It goes on any brawler melee weapon and has those stats.
Cortosis, -1 crit, but +1 for 1 AP.
Because spoilers, guys, neutronium is normally used on starships because it's fucking heavy.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Great.
That's why I was like, neutronium, Jesus!
Yeah.
That would work out for like something.
Yeah, bird armor would been like what?
But yeah, everything
87.
else you appear to have. This lab is much more open space than the magmology one was, because that was quite cramped with a lot of materials. Other than the fact that it's really warm in here, because there's a furnace that you never turn off, because you don't actually. By the way, that's actually a thing. If you have high temperature furnaces, you never turn them off if you can help it. You just set them to low temp at night.
Yeah.
because constantly heating and cooling them is bad for their lifespan and also bad for your electricity bills.
Oh, I'm gonna take a moment. I'm gonna remove Superior from my duelist bracelets. I'm gonna install this neutronium.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
That will take you probably another 5 or 10 minutes of work, but installing mods does not require
Mm-hmm.
any
whatever mods
checks.
did you have on it?
Oh, and it just has I think it's just Superior. I don't think I was able to put that much onto it.
How many heart points?
I don't think a brawl weapon
That one
doesn't.
Yeah, no,
have
I think
all that much.
because I think I only had one.
So now your crit is -1, your encumbrance is +1, and you have cortosis.
Okay.
Yep.
Didn't know. I didn't remember if it had more. It's been a while.
But
It has been a while since it came up, but I'm sure Lucky knows.
Yeah. So now my.
But yeah, like I said, there's nothing else really in here. Aramaa, you spend a couple of moments with the metalworking tools, like removing some of the masterwork components you had in your gauntlets earlier and replacing them with heavy-duty neutronium plating. It's probably not as elegant or as artful as your previous version of the gloves, but there's a certain hefty weight to the plates now.
Well, I mean, I got cortosis again, which means I'm not necessarily. I can put them through. I can put them through some paces.
They're pretty tough.
Mm-hmm.
The reinforced quality is cool.
Let me switch down. Let me add that I have.
But yeah, like I said, this one is a lot more simplistic and open air than the other one. So once you take a quick circuit around, it seems like there's not much else here to find.
Okay.
It's almost like because they deal with super hot materials and have an open air testing ground where they shoot acid and fire at stuff, they have a lot of air gap space for some reason. By the way, the testing range does have a big yellow line that says caution on it, but there is no fence or rail. Just a paint line that says don't stand close.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Let us not stand close then.
Let's,
Camo, do you want to try and steal one of the testing mounts?
How secure? How are they like locked in place?
They are locked in place by something that requires you to make an easy mechanics check.
All right, sure. Let's unfasten. Fast.
It's just probably a pintle mount.
I'll take the results of whatever alloy testing they have going on. I'll just another another paper clip. Toss it to the guy.
It goes in your big bag of. It goes in your intel bag.
Yep.
Your secret documents.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm. I get an achievement. Find intel.
Yeah. All right. Which one are you grabbing, Camo?
The cryo one.
Okay. You take out your multi-tool, you remove the bolt that secures it to the pintle, and you take it out of the Y mount and you pick it up. You now have access to X1 cryoband projector.
We.
Neat.
The other ones, I don't feel. I don't think the fire one would be that grateful in a place that probably has a bunch of geothermal things everywhere.
Yeah.
It is damage 6, crit 2, short range, 3 encumbrance, no hard points, blast 6, cumbersome 3, vicious 2.
It was
Additionally,
very
when you use this to attempt to put out a fire, you get a boost die.
Oh.
good. An additional one, resisting character, to help a fire.
I don't know what that second sentence is. Maybe.
Cryoband projector.
Add an additional boost die to checks to assist a character when using the projector.
Yeah, additional.
Is that for fire suppression you add 2 to when you assist? I guess.
should consider him a grammar.
EFC is in fly casual.
It says, I know what book it's from. I'm not going to look it up, though. I could edit this wiki, though.
Oh,
Anyway, yeah, so you unbolt it. All right, biochem?
Biochem.
By the way, I
Let's
haven't been
go.
specifying, but
Biochem.
these are like U4A magma lab, U4B metallurgy, so U4C biochem lab. So it's the last in the row of lab.
Okay.
It is designed to analyze various components of local chemistry and local biology. So you see several workbenches taken up completely with normal equipment for analyzing liquids, gases, whatever. Pipettes, Bunsen burners, alembics, the works. There are also various life form scanners,
Life forms. Sorry.
and it looks like they've got some genome sequencing equipment.
Huh.
You also see small-scale versions of equipment you saw up in the chemical plant, stills, centrifuges, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, these seem to be similar to how the metallurgy lab was trying to improve on their metalworking. This is trying to improve on the composition of the permacretes they're mixing, acids, etc. You guys do also find some small cages filled with various lab animals,
Hmm.
and there is a full dissection table here. There are some computer database systems, it looks like, and some synthesis systems, which appear to be related to the sampling and composition of various poisons and anti-poisons.
Uh-oh.
If you want to, you can use a hard medicine check to identify a dose of any standard poison or other substances like cyanoxis or scotampanol, or you could use that to scavenge an antidote set, if you so chose.
Boots, I think you should scavenge yourself up an antidote set.
I've got one at home though.
But do you have one here?
No, because you told me to leave mine at home.
Are you sure, Boots, you don't want to find a dose of standard neuroparalytic instead?
It's been hit by too many of those.
Actually,
Basically, probably not some of the weirder shit on the poison list, but any of the standard poisons or other industrial shit, like I said, the cyanoxis is rat poison. Scotopanol is, I think, a truth drug. Stuff like that.
you asked for the paralytic or the truth drug. I can make one of those instead.
Yeah, you can make any standard poison if you want. And it's not so much make as really just find the samples, but you know what I mean. Push button, get sample.
Considering
On the
how
other hand of the room, there is a series of microscopes and microsensors which appear to be looking at local microbiology.
Okay. Would anyone be opposed to me making the paralytic? That way, if on the off chance we have to go into combat, I can probably go into melee and stab anyone who is bio-organic with it.
Well, okay, actually, you have a knife, so you could poison.
Do you just not like your shock prod, my dude?
No, I do, but it just means that, like, if they get paralyzed, it's a bit easier.
It does immobilize them for like 3 turns, I think.
All right.
There's also
like
the standard anesthetic, which is just strain damage.
I like my shock prod, but being able to be like, okay, that guy, you don't move for 3 rounds as we just beat him up.
Usually we don't like that in general. Was
Okay,
it like...
fine, I'll take the truth serum. It'll be useful for something later on.
Alright. Make a hard medicine check. But anyway, while Boots is poking various vials and picking things out, like I said, there are microbiology studies, if you want to look at those, and some other various things going on. And I think microbiology is the last big thing. Yeah, okay. So microbio is the next thing. Yes, you have made... you rolled some advantage, so we'll say that you make a couple of doses of scotopanol.
Yay.
Yay.
Hold on, you said a couple doses?
Yeah, they're easier. It's
Sweet.
I don't know much about
Yeah, I
microbiology.
probably just checked on. Yeah, I probably don't know much about microbiology either.
the person
And
you
then
know
you-
with xenology is currently poking vials,
I guess
juggling ampules.
holding him up to the light, shaking him gently.
I mean, I can give it a look afterwards, but it's just gonna take time is all.
So I think what happens is the 2 Jedi stare at the battery of microscopes and computers and are just like,
That's indeed a microscope.
Or just look there. Or just look at animals like, huh.
What kind of animals are in the cages?
I think I looked this up, but I don't remember if I
Do
wrote it
they
down.
have them?
I believe there are
Marked?
actually literal space rats. So yeah, they have literal lab rats in here. And because you guys aren't making a huge
Okay,
ruckus and
so
it is the middle of the
spats.
night, they're probably not like
Sprats.
freaking out or anything. But if you like, get up to the cage and poke, you might get some chittering and skittering.
Okay.
Well, no reason to upset.
This is where Aramaa uses her
Okay.
advanced influence power to command the rats to swarm. Go, my children. Fly, my pretties.
That's, I guess, clearly I'll attach a spy cam to the rat to be like, go see with your little spice eyes.
I mean, you joke, but if you guys had thought of that, there are microcams and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sadly, not in here. Okay, so you guys stand around for like 5 minutes while Boots figures out the right vials of stuff, and you poke at rat cages, and so Boots will look at the local things.
Yep.
All right, so first of all, you do actually find some extensive reports on the microcentillion fluid. There's no new research here, but it appears that the CIS is about as far along in studying the weird gardener microbes as you guys are. Cool.
Yeah, but we got a crown. We're better at it. Bong.
But also there are various examinations of local bacteria, fungi, viruses, etc. You do note a report which talks about a high-level plan to attempt to weaponize a waterborne bacteria which normally only affects local reptilians or amphibians to jump the barrier to mammalians, but it does appear to be just in the concept phase.
Oh, cool.
Boots, I would also like you to make me a hard xenology check.
I like xenology. Sorry, have to tab back over to. Let's see, and none of the stuff here will give me a boost? Like the
No.
fact that they've already got. Okay. Just asking.
No,
Rolling
this is
3 against
you
3.
You need to have the power to understand something. No.
Ah!
Okay. You attempt to study some reports about. You think they're like discussing the concept of making like a targeted retrovirus or a focused molecular toxin that only targets clone troopers, but like this is the most bullshit medical document you've ever read. You don't even know, is this real? Is there somebody's inter-office fan fiction worked in here? No, these are still chemical signs, but fuck, you don't get it. You don't understand it at all.
It's
Okay.
it's like trying to read like a wizard's journal. It's a bunch of nonsense.
It's a
that makes
nonsense.
only
Yeah, some of this is clearly is written in handmade shorthand. Doesn't make any goddamn sense to you. You do note that these reports are signed though by somebody called Dr. Nirnj. So, Boots, how do you feel about these reports you have been given?
Well, I'm going to pass it over to Aramaa and be like, I don't like the idea that they're trying to once again make a chemical weapon, but specifically targeting us clone boys. That doesn't seem good.
I mean, you all have the exact same DNA.
I was about to
so-
say, it's
Yeah.
like...
It
about to
is
say,
not
like-
that hard.
No, it's
Well,
just...
it is probably pretty hard, but it's
Or
not a
maybe
dumb idea.
It's easier than having to do like an entire like.
Well, anyway, but, yep.
Hey,
Paperclip.
Boots and Aramaa, since you did share it, I would like you both to make me average vigilance checks.
Huh.
Wait, do I get a...
Meh. Hey. Hey.
Excellent. You remember something in character. We have a dramatic flashback, back, to the last time you were in an underground secret lab filled with chemical weapons. You guys will recognize the name Dr. Mernge. You saw it associated with some Muskel Corp documents.
Wait, that's the part
Oh, that lady. Or no, was the doctor?
Wait,
They
did we...
fucking lived.
Yeah, duh. Everybody lived except that one crazy back lady. She went down in a blaze of glory.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
No, Dr. Munch. Obviously, the audience at home can correct me. I'm fairly certain you didn't meet her because at no point did you actually try to talk to anybody. You stealthed the entire thing, but you did
Yeah.
see her name related to some things.
Yeah.
All right. Paperclip filed under Bad News Bears. Give it to Intel.
All right. Other than that, there doesn't appear to be much else in here.
All right.
Okay.
Time to sneak our way back.
Yes.
Oh, sneak your way back? You mean you don't want to go further beyond the lab wing?
Wait, there's more?
There's.
Why, yes,
Yeah,
there is.
there's more.
This is
course
to go
it's fine.
even further beyond.
Yes, because beyond the area of the lab wing, you guys can see a large door, which is labeled power plant.
Huh. Well, do we want to poke the power plant?
I kind of want to poke the power plant.
Let's poke the power plant then.
I want to see what kind of. I'm kind of curious about their power system here.
Just so if when we take it over, we don't accidentally send into emergency meltdown.
That would be a bad thing to do.
All right. You go through a large set of blast doors into the power plant. You are in a large semicircular multi-level control room. It is manned, by the way. Heads up. Everybody freak out. There
Oh
are
my
rows of control
gosh.
panels facing a semicircular armored window, which looks out into what appears to be some kind of large lava crevasse beyond. I'm sure that is definitely not some other area later. But currently you're in U5 power plant. The room is crewed at all times by what looks to be maybe a dozen technicians and another dozen B1 droids, all of which are actively manning power regulators, capacitors, etc. You see large-scale water purifiers recycling water and pumping it in and out of lower levels. There are large air handlers which are sucking air from the upper levels of the base through here. And then generally there seems to be a large infrastructural system which is keeping everything running. You see that there is a large door, an access ramp down to the side, which appears to be semi-cordoned off, and it says tunnel access over it.
Tunnel access.
What are you doing? As this room makes sounds like a test the coil.
Well, should we do? Go to the thing that's smart tunnel access?
Well, where would the tunnel access lead?
Yeah. Do we really want to keep trying to see where it leads? You know,
Like, I don't
A
necessarily.
technician starts turning around to face you as you stand in the door, debating what to do with your lives. What do you do now?
Back up from the door and continue baiting what we do with our lives?
Okay, you step back through the door.
yeah.
It starts to slowly shut. Just before it closes behind you, you hear a technician say inside, "Hey, did the door just open?"
The sensor must be going off again.
Did someone leave their pet rat around?
So let's see here. So I'm not necessarily one to go shoot up the power plant control room
Yet.
Yet.
So should we sneak back and go the Barrack way?
Well, I kind of want to go back to the offices, and I want to check the offices of the check notes of the several doctors that we've encountered here.
And yes, doctors and possibly staff.
Yeah, no, like they seem to be doing some interesting stuff. So I want to see if they've had any other correspondence, maybe on their like personal terminals or anything. See if we can get access to
Okay.
those.
Okay.
That's the original reason why I wanted to head back, because I wanted to take a look at those.
All right, so you're going to double back.
Yes.
It has now been about 20 or 30 minutes, so the argument appears to be over. And unfortunately, it does appear that the droids you passed earlier are still in their checkpoint.
Okay.
To distract them, I will throw out the code cylinder and have them start an argument again. No.
I wish.
Oh, we could
Okay.
just sneak back through again.
Yeah.
We don't necessarily, or well, actually, do we just want to start shooting?
What else is there? Yeah, what else is there to get to actually?
I mean, we've locked down most everything else besides here.
Yeah.
Barracks. and
We
stuff?
haven't really checked out what's in the barracks right now.
Yeah, okay, maybe once we secure the barracks, maybe then we can be like, all right, this place is ours, shoot it. You know, but yeah, okay, let's keep sneaking.
Yeah.
All right, roll me that same average stealth with 2 setback dice again.
Ooh, excuse me.
Huh. The win.
Ha. Okay.
Blue dice, you saved me a life.
Curse you, data pads.
Crunch.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
No, it's only
No,
one.
it's just one. You just take another strain.
Yeah.
It's like, don't
You sneak
step
back
on
into the main
data
section.
pad. All
Yes,
right.
you're minding your feet very well. You've snuck back into the underground base center.
I can't believe someone left the fucking Lego on the ground.
Yeah.
By the way, you guys discover as you return that the trash can has been turned back over and set back in its proper place and is now filled with the smashed remnants of a data pad.
All right, cool.
Now I just kind of wonder which one had to do it, lefty or righty, or did they do it together?
We'll never know.
We'll never
Well, we
know.
don't-
The
don't
world
need to
may
know.
never know.
So I want to make our way back to the professor offices, because you did say that they seem to have offices, right?
They are enclosed offices, yes.
Yes. So
All right, so you guys basically find a series of offices which correspond with those people done notes you did see.
yeah.
So there's actually notes. So there's one for Dr. Stick, a tenured professor.
Okay.
He is the magmology head. There is one for Dr. Abrogala, gemology. There's one for Dr. Vokchonerd, metallurgy. There is one for Dr. Mirange. And for biochemistry, and you also find one for Dr. Erzbeth Saxton. You would have seen her name around a little in the biochem, head of microbiology.
Oh.
Oh, the notes on like the plank on like the.
Yeah, they do have little nameplates which describe their name and title.
Okay.
I think we should check probably like 2, 3, and 5.
Screw it. Might as well just check them all. Like I said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fair
just
enough.
check them all.
Just see which
Okay.
ones are locked.
Well, yeah. Well, we're gonna find out.
So scrolling back up to my notes because my name's written all in that place. All right. Yes, the offices are all locked at night.
Okay.
So, are you going to attempt to break in?
Yeah, like is it like digital locks or is it just like tumbling?
They are space locks.
Fair enough.
Splock.
Space
When you
locks,
go
locks
to when you
lock.
go to push the open door button, there's a little lock symbol on it. So you have to access the lock picking mini game,
All right, let's sure.
Do it.
which is freakishly similar to the gem building mini game and to the making armor hardpoints mini game. It's like the developers were really limited in their game design space. Anyway, make a hard computers or skullduggery check to pick lock.
Alright, let's do
lockpick.
this.
And I'll probably let one singular check ride for all this.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
It's
yeah,
probably
especially with a
stressful.
triumph, you can probably like make a quick Jimmy or clone key or something that opens them all. Do
It's
take a
like-
strain though,
Yeah, that took.
as
it
you
took a
feel
bit.
slightly nervous about doing all this delicate lock fiddling while there's armored security bays full of droids who at the very least are argumentative.
Yes.
But you do actually get all the stuff, so you guys can pop through the offices pretty quick.
Okay.
You do find that the offices are relatively underused, it seems. There are large stacks of filing cabinets, cartons of records, more data pads, more mem sticks. They do have computer terminals, but judging by your various dust levels and whatnot, the impression you get before anybody even goes spending extra time, which obviously you can choose to do, but before anybody spends the extra time to rifle through files, it seems like usually the scientists adjourn to their laboratories rather than work in their offices.
They just stay in their lab all day. Go off something.
married to their work.
However, there are two things I do want to point out. As you check the offices for Dr. Gala and Dr. Miranj, without needing to roll any checks, you guys get the impression that these offices have been closed and locked up for longer. It seems like Dr. Miranj and Dr. Gala are not on site currently. You don't know if they've been fired or reassigned or were just recalled to a report, but they are not present.
Something to check in the records, maybe. Maybe.
Actually, yeah. Can we check Gala's and Merge's terminal to see if they got any messages telling them where if they've been reassigned or moved or anything?
Okay, USA. You're going to do computers.
Computers.
I am going to require you to roll, somebody to roll a hard computers check to computers.
Oh
understand
boy, I
how to
wonder who
computer.
that will be.
Then
I'm-
Destiny.
I mean, I can do it.
Actually, yeah, fuck it. You've got the thing. Do it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, computers.
So I
yeah.
will swap. I'll swap
Can I
Peggy.
offer assistance?
The what?
Yeah, I think so.
I
Yeah,
will swap.
It's probably well, actually, I don't know. Do you have leadership boots?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's a point or two.
I've got
So,
3
yeah,
points in
give me-
leadership.
3.
It would technically be a skilled assistance. Aramaa, what's your leadership? Probably better than 3.
It's 4.
Yeah, so it's still just a boost die, but we made sure to double check.
So I will swap to mission specialist. Do I really need to roll for that? Do I need to roll for that? I forget.
Okay, so changing
Ugh.
or start. Okay, formation. This thing does not say things about how to change formations.
Yeah, it does. You just do the check to put them into formation again.
Okay, so it's just same average check.
Yep.
Very well.
Average
then.
leadership, add an upgrade because they're clones, add a boost die because Boots is there and is assisting. Well, actually, that would assist on the mission specialist once you do that bit, but
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Yep.
you still have plenty of dice. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, fuck ton. of
Yeah.
dice. All right, and then I will tell my computer clones hey, give me that data. They be roger that, general.
Yes, master.
Yes, clearly I just put Boots in the squad.
Now you just remember they all sound the same.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I can't believe I've been demoted again.
Yeah, it's what you
They all
want.
have the same voice actor.
Gotta save with that budget.
What am I doing? Oh yeah. Thank you. Force points.
Those are some blanks.
Yeah, they are.
So how do you want to distribute your force pips?
5 success, 4 advantage, and a triumph, I guess.
Okay. So, you guys are pretty easily able to get in here. Hey, guess what? The secret underground military base computers inside a locked office don't have big passwords. You find the sticky note that has her password on it.
Hey, that's hacking 101.
So you guys are able to get in and thoroughly search the files. It does look like they do regularly purge old data to be safe or archive it somehow.
Mm.
You guys may be able to access a central computer somewhere else to get some more clear data, but you are able to do a double check and yes. So it would appear that Dr. Abril Gala is a woman from Onderon. You see some of her, notes and accreditations in the office. And yes, there are recent memo lists about a transfer order about, like, we're called back to main base, report immediately, blah, blah, blah. Something about a big presentation. It's probably time-stamped within the last week.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
And to make you not waste your extra uses of mission success, because you did get a triumph, we can say that you can replicate all that on the other lab. So, very interesting thing for Dr. Miranj. Two eyes.
Mhm.
I could say Miranj, but it seems dumb. Dr. Miranj is an Arcanian, by the way. They're pretty famous for their scientists and brain stuff. In addition to finding more copies of her rambling reports that hurt your brain eyes about trying to kill clones with a targeted virus, and other nonsense science, you do discover, though, that it does appear that Dr. Miranj is just not here a lot, period. She appears to have some senior position at the central command of the Separatist forces on Soholiv. So mostly they just get her reports forwarded through, like, main comms relays and other network functions and redistributed. You see a lot of notes which are forwarded to and from the terminal of Dr. Saxon, the microbiologist who appears to be doing most of the actual legwork here at base.
Okay.
You can also probably, now that you wanted to solve this with computers, but if you guys had just taken a couple extra minutes to look in this office, and as you kind of spend some time working on the computer, you notice, oh yeah, this office is probably the least customized of any of the offices. There's no, like, credentials hanging on the walls. There's no pot plant. It's just very plain and templated.
Much box.
As opposed to, like I said, if you go into, because you have poked into all of them, if you, like, poke into Dr. Zixt's, you discover that he's a tenured professor from Mustafar. He's got a diploma on the wall and stuff.
Oh, fancy.
But yeah, you guys have searched most of the offices for stuff. You can get some copies of their notes, and do actually, like I said, discover that it seems a couple of the doctor residents. Is there anything else specific to try and glean from these computers?
Do they have like a map or a layout of this area anywhere?
Probably not in the scientists' computers, but there is the outer office area and bullpen. You could go back outside and try and poke those computers.
Yeah. Again, I'm kind of trying to figure out, like, where does that tunnel access lead to? I find that weird. Like, does it go, like, I'm assuming that if we have a power plant and a volcano, it's probably maybe some, I don't know, thermal power plant. So maybe the tunnel leads to, like, I don't know, the thermal plant or something. But...
Well, I want to say, so based on your brief scan of the room before you guys stopped to player character and had to back up, so like I said, the power plant control room is semicircular, right? And there's a big armored window in the front of the semicircle that looked out into, like, a large cave or crevasse or something underground that was filled with the lovely warm glowing light of the liquid hot magma. And you guys can recall that there was an airlock door that, like, looked like it went out into that area. The ramp down and the area marked tunnel access was to the side. It was off on, like, your right.
Oh, it was different. Oh. Well, yeah, still, I want a map. Find a map.
Okay. Somebody make me another computer check to crack computers. This one will be daunting because you are trying to access main base computers.
I shall assist Aramaa.
All right.
You're already in mission specialist, so
Yeah, I'll do it
Yep.
again.
I trust you, my dude.
You just don't want to fail.
he doesn't want to step on another data pad. Okay,
Look,
he's learned his lesson for tonight, and you get
If
force
anything-
dice on this, you fucking
if-
cheater.
if yes, but if anything I learned from Rogue Trader yesterday, I roll low.
By the way, I'm joking in case you can't tell by the smile on my face.
Yes, the smile I can clearly see.
Oh, sorry.
My
Hold
tone
on.
is
One
jubilant.
quick dumb thing. Again, Rogue Trader, but
I forget his don't.
Daunting's
no, you
4.
go.
4. Okay.
Daunting is 4. Yeah. My DM and I have an unfair advantage in Rogue Trader because we tend to roll low anyways, and that's the whole point.
It is a threshold.
Anyway,
Yeah, that is
yes.
always the weirdness of luck. If you get a percentile roll under system, you're better than other games that involve rolling high. Okay.
All right, but 5. We'll make it 5 and 5.
All right.
Ooh.
These computers are slightly more secured as they are actual military infrastructural computers. So you got to get in there. And the work's a little harder because you guys are basically squatting in the bullpen where there are no walls and just kind of like the tech clone kind of like grabs the like display and the keyboard off the top of the desk and like sits it down on the floor kind of shit.
Hides the light.
And just click 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 click. So first of all, you guys realize now that you're actually in here for a second and looking around. While there are a lot of basic logistical work here, a lot of very typical reports are being filed, security alerts, orders, schedules, etc. They come through this office because this is really the office work center. Whereas the Lagoon base, mostly those were like tactical and security considerations and logistics of moving shit. It seemed like, and the actual command center on the mountain base was like. Not logistical, but was much more focused on the raw labor output, right?
Mhm.
Like, making sure the mountain is functioning correctly, all the elevators work, people can get to and from the mountain base, from the lagoon base, etc. Making sure all the
Yeah.
security is placed. This is all the really, really boring shit. Making sure your reports are in triplicate and you've got the hard copy that goes in the filing cabinet. Yeah. But the actual computer analysis you do does get you a decent rundown. You are able to download the area map. Yay.
Yay.
Your mini-map updates. You're able to check out various schedules and other things and get a general idea of kind of what's going on down here, which is that the primary purpose of this base is a infrastructural expansion point to expand the front on this continent, basically. It is designed to give them the material production output to increase forces, etc., while giving them the physical hardened location to have resistance so that they can continue operations, as so far you have systematically kicked the shit out of every other base they had on your continent. And to do so, they are engaging in a lot of experimental nonsense. They are trying to find new types of armor to develop, like the diamond boron stuff they talked about, to like be more resilient to your weapons. They're trying to figure out if they can build more advanced weapons and whatever. Like they're trying to figure out if they can, turn the local biology against you. Like, it seems like, especially with the lab section, the lab wing of this base is devoted entirely to whatever Hail Mary cockamamie mad science scheme could possibly turn this war around. Which means there's a lot of ideas, not a lot of production, though. Like I said, you guys have found some workable stuff. But the map. So, you guys are in U1, the underground base center. Off it, there is U2, a barracks, which is described as being 3 stories, or 3 levels, all in one building. Beyond that is the mess hall, and that appears to be a dead end. You guys have already seen magmology, metallurgy, and biochemistry, and there is a power plant. Beyond the power plant, there is just a, like how on some maps they just have like a little sketched out like zone. They just call that general area beyond that the lava crevasse. Like there's some kind of geological crevasse there with active magma. You think they're getting their geothermal from it, probably. And then the power plant like regulates whatever that equipment is. The tunnel access is marked on their maps as construction area. And if you cross-reference it, it appears that they have started slowly boring a giant tunnel, which will go under the seafloor back to their continent so that they can have a high-speed transit method for which to deliver troops and supplies directly to this base.
I don't like that.
This is probably why there are all those weird sea quakes and stuff happening, because they've got a giant drilling machine that they're running in irregular shifts.
Does it give any idea of what the other, like, the end location is?
The other end location is wherever it lines up with the other continent.
Oh, okay.
They probably would just build another base or something there.
Fair enough.
I mean, this is... You're looking at the proposals and like checking the dates. This is not a project that's super far along, judging by the measurements you've got, because you're looking through all their cross-reference reports and shit. It looks like maybe they've drilled only about maybe 100 meters tops. Like, this is a thing that even with the advanced technology of the retro future would probably take them, 6 to 12 months to finish. Probably on the shorter end if they are actually drilling from both ends, but that's not proven. All these reports are just about, hey, we've got to dig the tunnel to go back to the mainland base. But yeah, it's there.
Okay.
It exists.
And hypothetically, if you wanted to fuck up the underground base, you could probably go into the giant drilling machine and turn it on and then just leave. You could rupture the seafloor. That would be funny.
No.
I feel like that would cause a bunch of damage to the planet, though, right?
Not really. Planet's
No,
gonna be
I mean,
fine.
Planet what? No.
Oh, okay.
But like I said, we want to take this. Well, shoot, do we want to take this in this place in TAC? We kind of do.
I mean, by this point, let's see. I kind of space row where it's like if we didn't technically cover everything except the barracks on the map and, like, I guess the building passageway.
Yeah, mess hall and
Hold on, my audio's lagging a little. I'm gonna reset the recording.
All right.
Okay.
Also, Axe is being quiet again.
Oh, sorry. I just kind of spaced of a situation of what else we didn't cover from what we already checked.
The other end is barracks and mess hall.
Okay. By this point, I guess we might as well just start trying to claim it, and I guess start calling people in, I guess, or wait enough for more people to come in.
Should check to see the numbers at the barracks.
Yeah, head counts, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Make sure we
Barracks.
know everything before we pull off whatever our plan will be.
Yeah. Gotta be careful.
Well, so based on the reports and the designs, it looks like the barracks could be at capacity, housing several hundred.
That's a lot of people.
But it does appear that based on their intake notes and their infrastructure notes, though, you'll notice that at least the base computers don't account for a lot of the mercenary component. They appear to be using mercenaries to kind of shore up their manpower currently, human resources. You're pretty sure they're not operating at full capacity. It's probably only at like 50 or 60%. As a guess of what their logistics are.
Okay.
Okay, dokie.
It is at this point that you hear a conversation from the direction of the lab wing hall.
Mm-hmm.
You hear what sounds like a technician talking to the droids, and he says, kind of in a quiet voice, it's the middle of the night shift, like, "Hey, did anything come through here?" Droids kind of pause for a second. They click on the intercom. "Now, we have been vigilant in our duties all night. Are you sure? Could have sworn the door in the power plant opened for a second and closed again." One of the droids just kind of shrugs. "Maybe it's got a faulty motivator. You should file a maintenance ticket." And he's like, "Yeah, I guess I'll leave a maintenance ticket for the guy in the morning." Pulls out a piece of flimsy, scribbles it on something, and he's like, "Hey, can I just go through?" And they're like, "No, we have to do the checkpoint." And the guy's just like, "Come on, guys, it's the middle of the night shift." And it's like, No. Present your ID. Okay, fine. ID in. walks through, scan noises, walks in. Yeah. And there's a technician who starts wandering towards the bullpen where you are sitting.
Yeah, we should
Ah!
probably go hide.
Drama, movement, action.
Stop Metal Gearing.
I mean, not necessarily stop Metal Gearing, but we have been here for an hour and 40 minutes.
Oh yeah.
We've just been running around and hiding from everyone.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm trying to make dramatic things happen. So what do you
I
do?
mean, we should
Okay.
just go hide under desks, I guess.
Yes.
All right,
Every
everybody roll stealth.
Yeah. Hide
Okay.
under a desk.
Hide. Everybody roll average stealth.
Okay. Any setbacks?
No.
Okay. Oh, this.
Oh, I only got 4 this time because
Yes.
my guys are still in mission specialist.
Haha, I've got you.
I'll cover for
God damn it!
Maybe I can cover something like Bungus's.
No, I'm fine.
Now we're fine.
Everybody's all right. Nobody failed. Boots take another strain.
Thank you.
Don't
I'm
worry.
taking
and-
more strain. I'm
you
taking
guys-
more strain from stealth than damage.
Listen, it's tense.
True.
Boots takes the strain because the technician walks right by the desk that you're hiding under, pauses, puts the note down, and says, "Maintenance take care of it in the morning. All right." And then he walks away. Clack, clack, clack. Okay, guys, you just saw me walk through the checkpoint. You know I'm good. Do I have to? Yeah, company orders are that you have to. Oh my God. I need to write another memo about it. Complain about working conditions. I gotta work underground, midnight, graveyard shift, rada, scan. Walks back through. It's probably a fucking lab rat escape. The guy mutters to himself about his horrific non-unionized work conditions as he goes back to his horrible underground geothermal power plant job.
That would kind of suck, yeah. It'd be kind of terrifying.
So, at
Man,
this-
meat bags never stop complaining, huh? One of the droids does a, kind of an aside glance to the camera and a what do you know shrug. And they go back to their business.
Yeah.
at this point,
A
just a
quick
bunch,
glance at the camera as he says meat bags.
at this point, you just see a bunch of clone helmets just pop over cubicle walls, just boop, 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 boop.
While the camera is positioned so all the droids are looking away.
So,
Should we go to the barracks or just up the?
yeah, let's go to the
right now?
barracks. Let's see.
Alright.
I mean, might as
Yeah,
well.
might as well just so we know the enemy there.
If nothing else, I would see if we can maybe sabotage
Wait.
some
Yeah.
doors so they can't open.
Yeah, make it
Okay.
hard for them to get out so we have a better chance.
We could just lock, pry them shut.
Well, yeah, basically, if we can just secure them shut, we can keep them from moving. As we start a ruckus. Let's start a ruckus.
All
It's
right,
like how we did
so-
that other one.
So, you guys have another checkpoint you need to get past.
Okay, so sneak.
I'm gonna do more stealthing. 2 setback dice for sensors.
Mm-hmm. All right,
no
you're gonna sneak
concealment, right?
back through again.
No concealment.
Stealth. One.
Yeah, it's whatever the one die is. You're back in the dimly lit
Yeah,
room.
one blue,
Okay.
one blue.
Not that it
one
fucking
blue,
matters.
2 purple, 2 saw. And yeah, there's so much stuff.
Let's start a riot.
Oh, just 5 advantage this time.
I'm gonna re-roll that because I can't.
All right, he's using his reroll.
Wow.
Hold on a second.
Oh my god!
Wow.
I stepped on 2 data pads at the same time.
Okay. But I can flip a destiny point since I failed.
All right then.
This is a different section.
Okay, so here's how this works. Camo goes through first. He does a cartwheel or whatever through. He's perfectly fine. Boots, you go second. You are mostly fine, but as you're walking by, you hear the intercom click and you take a strain. As the droids be like, hey, what did that guy over there want? What was going on? And so they start a conversation, which is very unfortunate because Aramaa, you duck through at that exact moment and are also slightly startled by the intercom going, and you accidentally pass one of your gloves through the weapon scanner, which makes a very annoying burp, burp noise. However, because you succeeded, you are able to duck around the corner and roll through. Wevu, you are not able to go through the checkpoint, nor are the clones with you. However, because you did roll a lot of advantage, you are not immediately seen. You are able to duck around the corner as the droids whip around to their scanner going off, and they're like, "Eh?
Okay.
What was that? The scanner went off. Did somebody go through? Did we miss somebody? That's not allowed." Click, the intercom clinks. Hey, what are you guys yelling about? Click back. Our scanner went off. We're initiating a search. Roger, roger. Initiating a search. Going
Activating
to
actual
condition
job.
yellow. Some yellow lights flick on. What are you guys doing as these guys are doing?
Okay.
You've now been forcibly split up.
Okay. Great. Well, I'm.
What was the split up order again?
Wevu is back in the main base. You guys have gone through the partition, so you are now technically in the barracks, or at least the corridor to the barracks area.
Shit.
Okay. Well. Yeah.
And basically, if you guys don't know what you're doing right away, the little clear door opens, and just clunk, 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 clunk. 4 B1 droids in a tactical formation step out. They sweep the hallway. None of you guys are immediately visible, so they're like, nobody's in the hallway.
Should prob.
What are we supposed to do in this situation? I think we're supposed to get our supervisor.
Nope, no
Wave our arms
supervisors.
about.
No supervisors
All right.
allowed. Time for fighting.
Okay. Okay. All right. So
All
you
right.
guys jump around the corner and fight them before they have a chance for their next witty retort.
Yes.
Roll vigilance, I guess.
Okay.
Well, I wasn't expecting a fight.
Oh yeah, we'll just try our best.
Yes, the lovely 2 advantage. IHG success.
Take that straight.
I still won't go before anybody, but I can dream.
I took this train.
All right, who's going first?
I'm going first. I'm punching shit.
I'll take second.
All right, roll to punch.
Rolling to punch.
You jump around the corner as they're turned away, and go in for the punch.
Do I have to make any movements to close to engaged?
Yes, you would still have to make 1 maneuver to engage because
Ah.
you were not engaged with them.
All right. Well, I would like to end this super quick. So I will spend my 1 maneuver to move into gauge. I'll spend another 2 strain to line up my fist for a boost. And then there's some of that. And then there's 2 of that. And then there's that. And a bunch of that.
So much that.
Yeah, hang on. And I'm doing... Is there anything else?
Unlimited of those.
It is 1 less crit and 1 less damage, and
I know my stuff axe.
Yeah, you don't need to say.
I just said the whole line without thinking about it.
Let's see here. I'm checking my talents to see if there's anything I can add preemptively.
No, I think you're good on preemptive. Everything is either passive or post facto.
Very well then. I now roll.
Thunder.
Ah!
Blah 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 blah.
What can I do with triumph scan? Well, I know what I can do.
Crit.
Crit, yeah, crit. So yeah, no, screw it. I will dump all that light points into success, and I will also activate martial grace. So let's resolve damage first with all that lovely stuff.
7.
So that's 7 plus. It's down to 2 now. Not 2 to 9 plus 4. 13. Yes.
Pierce 5.
Nope. Nope.
Pierce.
Wait a minute. Am I? No, because I'm adding 4 because of martial grace. So that's 17.
Okay.
Pierce. 17 Pierce 5.
Huh.
All right. So you punch apart 3 of them.
Then I crit.
Okay, you crit for the last one. So you get the 3 that stayed in the corridor, and then the last one turns around as you get him with your 4th limb, and just you do a flying thunder cross split attack, and all of them explode. Parts go everywhere. Clank, clank, clunk, clunk, clank, clank, clank. Lefty? Lefty?
Left. Yeah, that was fine.
No. Nope. I'll make an attempt. I'll make a fucking attempt. Click on. I'll do my best.
Whoa. You've used all your actions and maneuvers this turn, sir.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
okay.
did.
There are 3 PC slots before the other checkpoint gets to go and decide what they want to do about this.
Oh, okay.
Who goes next?
I'll go next.
Yeah, I don't
Because
know.
Boots will do exactly what Aramaa was about to do and be like, this is Lefty here.
Left to here.
All right. You have to spend a maneuver to get engaged with the intercom.
Yes.
Otherwise, I'll allow it.
What shall I roll, my friend?
Deception.
Okay, so you're gonna lie to droids. What are you saying?
This is Lefty here. Everything's all right. Someone left a data pad. I slipped over.
Okay, so droids are really dumb. So this will be an easy deception check. I'm going to give you 3 setback dice because of how utterly nonsensical that is. That
That's
thing you
favorite.
said, it's very bullshit.
It is it's like screaming bullshit.
I just slipped on a data pad and made the sound of 4 droids falling over dead in a hallway.
Well, wish me luck.
Nope.
You're
I
not
shouldn't
Lefty. Alarm! Intruder alert! Hey, remember
I
how those
should've tried.
there were yellow lights? There are red lights now.
Okay.
Aruga!
All right, let's just start running now.
Do we just
Intruder alert!
post haste exit?
Yes. Into the barracks or up?
Well, so Boots has 1 maneuver left if he wants to take 2 strain. What are you doing, Boots? Your action, your skill check is failed.
I draw my gun.
Okay, you get your gun out. All right. Okay, well, it moves to the next PC slot. What are you guys doing?
Well, there's Camo and then there's me. So
Yeah, but who's going? What are you doing? What's the plan here?
Camo go.
You guys can engage in a little bit of free talking in between each other, but for purposes of structured time, some of you have already shot your shot this turn. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Commander,
I'm just gonna
remember
look
that.
at Boots and be like, slipped on a data pad?
It's like
I stepped on a data pad. It was the first thing that came to mind.
I
You
mean,
had time.
they made a lot of noise, like they fell over.
you
As one
gotta
of the
make
droids, who's
some-
only a torso, reaches feebly up to grab at Aramaa's ankle, and she steps on its neck, and it dies. Crunch.
You kind of seriously just said they
Oh, like,
threw some
false
sort of
alarm.
metal container.
Like some metal here fall into the checkpoint.
Something fell over on the desk nearby. That's what made the sound. You could have said that.
Anyway, shoot, let's fall back to the barracks.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll go get
All
the
right.
door open.
So, you guys are gonna retreat into the barracks.
Great.
So it'll only go so well.
Yeah, Lova has to
let's see,
come
should
back
we-
from the area.
Yeah, we can probably slash initiative for this moment. As I assume that Camo and Wevuguk don't mind taking the extra 5 seconds. Plus, you have clones and stuff with you to
Yeah.
physically grab Aramaa and Boots out of the way and yoink them
Yeah.
with you as you fall back. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we can slash the initiative. And you guys are now in the barracks as the alarms are going off. So the barracks, for a very brief description of the barracks area, which is U2. The barracks level is basically in 3 tiers. 3
Yeah.
rows
Yeah,
with
3 tiers,
little ladders or
floors.
service stairs going up. You guys are currently in the base level. From what you can briefly see, it looks like these are small bunk type rooms. Very simple. Unsecured, unlocked doors, full of stuff. And then there are ladders going up, and then also beyond this is the section of the
mess hall.
mess hall area. However, you guys don't have a lot of time to think about stuff, and we'll need to make some snap decisions because when the alarm goes off, doors start slamming open, and squads of Thrizian Sun Guards in their black and gold armor start boiling out of their bunk rooms, weapons ready.
They are prepared.
It's like a whole bunch of
They don't
Hornets.
listen. They don't get paid to stay asleep when the intruder alarm goes off. So what are you guys doing? They are probably still sleepy enough that you guys have a few moments before they get their shit together and actually figure out what the fuck is going on. They're just doing what soldiers are supposed to do when somebody sounds an alarm in the middle of the night, which is show up with guns and be ready to shoot guys.
Should we just run and hide somewhere and they think it's a false alarm?
No.
No.
You guys could go up higher levels.
Yeah.
Well, like I said,
It does
we
appear
go-
that based on the notes, the middle tier should be technicians and scientists, single occupancy rooms, and then the top level should be the head scientist and officer suites.
no, yeah, we got some time. They actually got to figure out like what's happening and stuff, so they're gonna be confused around. Like, so I say we go up.
Yeah,
we'll
let's
just
go
up
up.
to
All right,
Straight up.
everybody make me a, let's just call it an average athletics check to just dead-ass run and climb.
Okay.
Let's go.
You gotta leave the vision cone. Gotta let the timer go down.
Like we're in the caution state.
Okay.
Average rate or no hard?
No, average.
Wow.
Marth rolled an
Five.
extra die.
Oh.
You should
Die?
re-roll that check.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm 2 and 2. I'll heal some strain.
Probably a
I'm
good idea.
swimming
Hey,
at
Boots, you want to heal
advantage.
some strain?
Let's see. Out of my 6 strain, yeah, sure, I'll heal 5 of that.
I'll heal.
Okay.
All right, so you still have one threat left over, I assume, if you want it.
One thread.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
just-
So you take a strain.
Okay. Yay, more strain.
But shockingly, the adrenaline pumping through you as you see probably dozens of enemies, or potential enemies anyway, getting into position is like, gee, we should move. And you guys take off running. You split the difference in the hallways, you clear the sight lines, you make it to the stairwells and the ladders and just scuttle up. Wevu shoots up a vertical ladder like she's actually going down a ladder. You don't know how the fuck she did that. Boots, you're not very fast, but man, sure, running is way better than all the bullshit you've been dealing tonight.
Yeah,
Uh,
quite a lot.
Camo is just a ninja man. You don't know how he knows to climb ladders in silence, but he does. And Aramaa, I just imagine her not even using her legs. She's just full hand over hand up the ladder. You guys all make it up in probably less than 30 seconds up the ladders into level 2. Level 2, there are no doors boiling open. You do probably see out of the corner of your eye or hear some doors being open and maybe some sleepy-eyed techs like pointing their heads out, but it does not appear that this is where the bulk of enemy infantry forces are. What would you like to do now that you are on this level? Also, I should point out the mid-level being larger. There are also refreshers and laundry facilities at the end of the barracks rows, and probably an infirmary down here as well.
Should probably just keep going up.
No. I would like to regroup a bit, and maybe we can get some.
Go to like the other end of this floor.
Let's say if we start dashing by this, we might get some curious looks as people might see a bunch of weirdly dressed people running through the hallways.
Yeah.
See
So-
2 people in ninja pajamas and a dozen clone troopers.
Yeah.
A dozen clone troopers in scuba gear, mind you.
Right.
like-
Yeah.
It's like, is this some sort of...
We are kind of obvious.
Is it a Chinese fire drill? I
Is
can't
this
tell.
a joke? No, wait. This is the... Like,
So if
danger
you
alarm.
wanted to regroup the best, while going to the top level would put you with the people who have the most knowledge, that would be the least populated floor if you wanted to try and like dodge searches.
Yeah, let's dodge some more searches. Let's keep going up.
Keep
All right.
going up.
This time I will not make you roll something to get up. You guys can get up there pretty easily. You guys
Okay.
get up onto level 3. This area is much more spread out. You are realizing that the private rooms here are like maybe double the size of the single occupancy bumps on the middle level, so they are very well spread out. And as far as you can tell at initial glance, none of these well, actually no, some of them are probably not in use. So there are actually a couple of doors which appear to be standing open, but nobody is lurking in this floor.
Let's go hide in one of those empty rooms.
Yeah.
Yes.
Heads or tails?
Tails.
Tails. Whatever.
No, wait, like you said it first.
Yeah, like you said.
Which absent doctor's room do we jump into?
All right. So, you guys skedaddle on in to a room, slide in. So first thing that hits you is you're in a dimly lit room. Do you close the door behind you?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Close it. The lights flick on automatically when the door is closed. Man, these rooms are kind of nice. There is a closet, a private bathroom, private refresher. There is a large double bed here.
What?
You know, and there's space for, workstations, etc. Like they have a personal computer workstation, storage trunks, and actual like floor space. The room you have pulled into appears to be somewhat generic, but if you do a quick search of it, you find some lab coats and notes for it. You appear to have found the empty room of Dr. How did I spell her last name? I think it was Gala. Abril Gala?
Gala. Yeah.
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 She is not on site.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
guys have slipped into a room.
Actually left like personal effects.
Yeah, it looks like. You see
Okay.
she's got some spare clothes in her closet. Doesn't look like her toiletries are in her private bathroom, though, because she was planning on being gone a couple of days. You probably find some scattered notes and stuff. Not a lot of, like, crazy personal effects, though. You might find some interesting cultural artifacts and bits and bobs from her homeworld Onderon.
Okay.
Okay.
The usual paperweights people have, you know. But yeah.
Or should we just wait until the alarm dies down?
Well, yeah.
I think I got a somewhat accurate head count as we ran across the hallways.
Did you?
Oh. If you did, amazing.
Yeah.
Better than what I contributed.
A bold strategy, Cotton.
I figured enough advantage during my running to get a good decent head count.
Did you ask when it was happening?
I don't know, Camo. How many guys do you think there are?
Anyone would know better than me, because me as a person would not, because I'm bad at actually doing that kind of shit.
Camo. Yeah, okay.
If you want to make a check, I'll do it.
I think you missed your chance to make a check because you
Fair
were
enough.
fucking running and didn't let me know you were gonna try and look at guys.
Yeah. I've
That's fine.
retroactively did this when you weren't looking. It's like, wait a
Listen,
second.
characters are capable of doing things their players aren't, but it's very hard for characters to do free shit in the fiction without letting the fiction guy know.
No,
Yeah.
that's fair. I just
You
we
guys
finally
all got a
stopped my
blurry
brain to
view
process
of a
it.
couple dozen dudes, piling out, but you don't know if
Oh,
that's
yeah.
all of them.
Oh.
My brain needed a moment where we're all stopping for actually to process what else we do, so it's my bad.
But here you are. You're in a room. You're reasonably certain that the owner of this room will not be here anytime soon.
Yes.
What's your plan?
Oh.
Yeah.
In hindsight, having some comm interception equipment would be real good right about now. Because we actually
Yeah.
have no idea what's going on outside. So, let's see here.
I mean, you got a
I was about
computer terminal in
yeah,
here.
Yeah, I was about to ask if the computer terminal is hooked up. It might be getting active alerts
Yeah.
or
Want
updates.
to try and log into the computer?
Yeah.
Somebody go ahead and make me a. Actually, no. You guys already cracked the hell out of her computer, so you guys can just use her password again to log in.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're connected to the base network. You can be fairly certain that if there's a on-staff slicer who's like doing a computer audit, they might be able to tell this terminal's on. But for the moment, that's not what's happening. And let's see, it's not in my notes, but actually, now that I think about it, there's no way there wouldn't also be an intercom system in here because everybody is horrifically underground and there are multiple levels. So, if you guys want to try and intercept comms and stuff and try and figure out what's going on, somebody should make me a hard computers or vigilance check.
Shall we get more use out of your thing, Lucky?
Loth, I can only do this so many times a session. I've
Oh,
already,
right.
I've
Okay.
only used it twice.
Hard computers it is.
Use a destiny or something.
Yeah, use Destiny.
Yes. Use the destiny.
Yes. Hold on. Someone's giving me... Wait.
Oh no.
No. I was about to say someone's giving me a phone call. I'm like, wait, that's from Melbourne. There's no one calling me from Melbourne,
Fake news.
essentially.
Tell them
Hard
later.
computers, you said?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't even
Okay,
understand.
you're not able to repurpose the intercom equipment to like pick up their comm bands. There was a little bit of jury rigging involved in. That said, with your 2 advantage, you are able to actively kind of monitor the computer station. So you guys basically watch a text chat unfold as you guys are monitoring the security system, which basically rapidly expands over the next couple of minutes to. It starts with security breach in main control center, security room down, intruders likely, attempted to contact main base. Hold on. Roll some things for clones.
Okay.
Actually, no, this is a good question. Aramaa, well, you guys left the boys upstairs. What's the standing orders? If they get a call from downstairs, what are they supposed to do?
Oh, that is a good question. If they got a
Yes,
call,
you would have had a chance to discuss this before you left them. So, what if they get a call because they have all the comms equipment up in the upstairs command room? What's their protocol?
oh man, I would say first attempt a deception. Why not? Second, fortify.
All right, just buck that up and lock it.
Yep.
Okay.
See how this goes. Okay, so you find the report. Then when they attempt to contact upstairs, you get a report back that says situation reported as normal, but unusual lack of activity from the lagoon base. Possible enemy action ? The clones succeeded with threat, so they did manage to talk them down, but they sounded sus. So they're not going to vote him out as the imposter, but they're going to be watching him.
God damn it.
They're going to figure it out. So yeah, and then basically they're like, for the moment, regroup, reauthorize, do a sweep. They're checking. They're like, no sign of guards at the funicular checkpoint, et cetera, et cetera. And basically this boils down to, after probably, like I said, 5 or 10 minutes, they don't see any immediate signs, but they do notice that they've lost a lot of guards, and so they're like, all right, initiate protocol 1. Everybody exit their rooms, do a room by room sweep.
Okay, we have time, but not all of it.
Yeah. So basically, it seems like they're going to do a pretty standard sweep. They're going to sweep room by room. They're going to have the mercenaries hold down the fort, and they're going to start checking. And it looks like, based on what they're saying, they're starting by checking the lab wing and the power plant first, because those are more important, which means you guys do have a few minutes before they start sweeping the barracks rooms. That said, it sounds like they probably have a decent number of mercs loitering in the hallways in case anybody tries to, leave the area. What do you guys want to do?
We
Oh.
try to make a break for it, or what?
Well, like I said, we got reinforcements coming in the morning. We're pretty strong as our own. As long as
In somewhere between 6 and 5 hours, yeah.
Yeah.
And to be fair, you guys do have, I'm pretty sure, the top side pretty locked down. There's a decent number of enemy aqua droids and a couple of other guys rattling around, but your reinforcements would take care of that problem. The main problem is you guys are locked in an underground bunker with a single point of exit, as far as you know.
Let's go look for other entry points if the 3rd floor has another way down besides the one we took.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to leave the room?
Nah, don't leave the room.
Yeah.
Like I said, like their protocol is for everyone to leave their room. How's this room built? Is it like a solid? Is it solid piece? It's like
Kind of. It looks like basically they dug out a large chamber and then assembled the rooms inside it, adding
like
new permacrete like walls and ceilings and stuff. So technically, the walls you're in are probably the equivalent of interior walls, but they are decently reinforced and structural. They're probably made of some lightweight alloy and plastics and stuff.
check to see where they're pumping air in.
Oh yeah, actually.
You
yeah,
know where
that's
they're
good.
pumping air in. You mean this room specifically?
Yes.
Yes.
There's probably a small vent system.
Probably not big enough.
It seems decently reinforced, but you guys have a lot of extra gear, so it would probably not be a comfortable fit. You would definitely be going single file. You could attempt to die hard yourself, or die hard a single person anyway, out of here.
I'll try
Right.
and see like what it goes and see if like how far I can get, just to get
Okay.
check.
Because
Because honestly,
All right, make me a hard coordination check to wiggle your way through vents.
all right then.
I will say, like I said, these are decently reinforced because everything infrastructural had to be built down here. So you probably don't need to worry about like accidentally falling out of the vent unless you roll abysmally somehow.
No,
Yeah.
the support system actually helps me. This works out.
So it should be okay. The question is just if you get like stuck and sprained or scraped up or something,
No, yeah.
or if you make a
Sweet.
shitload of noise and they decide to just shoot every vent.
Oh, this is hard or what?
Hard.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna check because I got my stuff.
You are a
for coordination.
man-sized target fitting through a ventilation shaft.
No, I was just checking if anything is like applied to coordination.
They are
Nah.
not technically designed for this.
Oh, let me add the extra purple.
Yep. No. Hold on. One more.
All right, so just 4 success.
Okay, so just for success. So fairly quickly still and relatively quietly, you are able to it's probably a ceiling vent. You're able to pop into the vent and shuffle over and make your way with post haste. Sadly, because you didn't roll any advantage or triumphs or anything, you don't get the cool scene where you like hear somebody talking about something important out of a vent.
Bummer.
But you do manage to wiggle your way back down, and basically, with a combination of physically moving yourself, because like I said, with 4 successes, you're able to do this task fairly swiftly. You know, you are pretty flexy. You're pretty bendy. Touch your toes for sure. You're able to get a line that basically it looks like the air system, one connects to all the other rooms on this floor, and then connects to lower levels if you feel like a free climb down an air shaft. There are probably air vents which go out to the mess hall area, and it looks like all the vents are still hooked up, so there is a vent line that goes all the way back down to the main control room, and then presumably all the way back to the actual power plant room where the big air handlers are sucking down air from the top level. And also there is, I don't know a lot about HVAC systems, but I presume it's at least like an artery system, so there's a system for sucking air in, and then a system for like making sure the air circulates back out to the handler.
Gotcha. Probably try to report back and I guess just determine what we could.
I
if we
assume
do this.
verbal report back?
Probably yeah, because I have comms. Yeah.
No, I mean like, I meant verbally as in like with your mouth voice, not call.
No, yeah, as in like physically get back. Yes.
Okay, so Camo sticks his head upside down out of the vent and reports that stuff I said.
Oh.
Should we go? Should we try this and aim for something?
Well, the way I see it, we either have 2 options. Either we play a very, very long and uncomfortable game of hide and seek for the next Aramaa checks or Invisible Chrono, 6 hours, or
You would point at the incredibly old school style clock readout on the computer terminal.
Camo has his like his E0 chrono. Yeah. Just looks at it. Yeah.
or
Shit, this means you guys didn't synchronize watches.
I have it's the Garrote camo. Yeah.
it's like, or we can be aggressive. Now that they're actually doing searches and whatnot, the forces are probably a lot more spread out at this point. They have to actually, guard points and whatnot.
Yeah, we would have to knock out any that are spread out.
It's like we wouldn't.
We want to take them out immediately, so that don't report back.
Well, okay. I guess to kind of do the GM thing and like keep everybody focused, what you guys should make your decision now. What your actual plan is here? Do you want to fucking Solid Snake Bruce Willis your way and punch out all the guys in the base, or is this a tactical exit strategy? Like, even if you're gonna fight, are you gonna punch your way back to the funicular and throw the switch and go back up, where you guys have a much better tactical situation on account of having in-house reinforcements and not being surrounded, boxed
Honestly,
in by literal enemies? Or, like I said, are you just gonna punch every dude you find until they run out of guys? Strategy which has worked for you in the past.
I feel like we do it as a tactical exit strategy, but if you don't want to, it's fine.
Okay, so we have one for technical exit.
The background clones, by the way, as you guys discuss this, are starting to like do rock paper scissors and draw straws and stuff.
Makes sense. Well, we've already done enough stuff at the top, but this also seems like a big bulk of stuff they're doing down here in terms of research and just... I don't know. I don't feel comfortable leaving this here, even though we've taken the upstairs.
All right,
you're
so that's
aggressive.
So that is a punch every dude. Wevu?
Oh no, Omega, no.
There's just a clone holding a brick of C4 in the background, just like, eh?
You got 2, yeah.
Like, come on, guys.
Right.
Aramaa still got 2 more uses of mission specialist this session.
I'm just thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
This is a silly
Thanks.
thing, but if we all combined our forces as a group, what would be in mass combat?
No, we wouldn't do it that way.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it'd be best if we had we didn't have our backs to something that could change at any moment. So probably tactical exit.
All right. Well, if that's the case, then we'll make our way back to Funicular and fight our way up and try to make it back to... Oh. Wait, where's the Funicular lead? The mountain base?
Yeah, back up to the base of the mountain base.
Yeah.
As you guys may recall, there is an elevator shaft that will take you directly to the command center, which is currently filled with your dudes.
All right.
Yeah.
Where there's another 20-ish clones, I think, waiting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So we can just
And you told them that their response should be deflect and fortify, so you can be reasonably certain that they have probably been like, okay, so 50-50, the jig is up. We should probably buckle up.
All right.
We made it pretty good until the very end.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, I was... Not that I was unnecessarily forcing those rolls, but I was making you roll those dice to hope for a thing, and we got the whole roll.
I will say
It's
that,
not
like...
a stealth game unless you break stealth once.
Nah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's literally why it's like, all right, no, we're just gonna fucking punch him. Fuck it.
I have a dumb figure in my head of being like, if I got to the cob, I guess, I'd be like, because I don't think I could ever, me as a person, make up the words of what to say. So it's like, Camo probably has some usual, like...
I mean, like, I'm usually with
droid
social
throws.
roleplay, I'm a little more open-ended, but yeah, you weren't thinking about stepping up, you were waiting, and then it was like, Boots was like, I'll do it. And to be fair,
no dice.
he had dice, he just rolled against,
3 setback.
yeah,
Three
and the
setback
setback all came up,
because-
like, it was a crazy high check both ways.
Yeah.
It's why, like, you should think through your words properly before you say them. I slept on a data pad and fell.
It's also a situation where, like, sometimes you can just say,
No,
He
we're
says
not. No,
this
we're
kind
not.
of
Okay,
thing.
okay. We're not gonna.
Yeah,
dwell on it.
we're past we're retroing. Okay,
Yeah.
so you've
Yeah.
decided tactical retreat.
Yes.
The clone sadly puts away his blocks of detonate.
All right.
I don't want people to rupture down here.
No. Now we just gotta think of the best way. We still have to go through down 2 levels through the fucking offices and back into the control.
I mean, I'll say this: going down is going to be easier than going up. They're ladders.
Yeah.
You guys can just fireman your way down all the way to the bottom level.
Yeah.
All right, so screw this. Let's just let's make this an action fucking scene. Do you know what happens sometimes when I fucking Metal Gear? I fucking run all the way fucking out and just hide somewhere between.
And then you just shoot the train.
Well,
gun
I mean,
the
in some
corner.
areas you have to do that when you trigger an alarm because they lock your place up. You have to run all the way back to the last checkpoint. Just
Yeah,
You just
they-
run,
they-
all everyone, and then running.
Yeah.
All right, so
or it's like that one segment where they mandatorily give you the alert on the fucking stairs.
Oh,
climb.
You pull out
And the
your,
alert
pull out
never
your rubber
stops.
bullet. You pull out your rubber bullet SMG and get ready to go.
So, everyone, lock, load. We are going. The jig is up. The stealth is gone.
Book it.
We're gonna book it.
All right then.
All
So-
right. Who goes out the door first?
I'll go.
Actually,
I'll come
wait,
up
wait,
with-
wait, wait, wait. Everyone,
Yeah.
switch to close. We might.
Switch close.
Yes.
All right,
Okay.
yeah, you guys do that.
Close combat mission.
Okay, switch to close. Okay, that's 2 per. Ha!
Wow.
The dice say no.
No, stay in calm silence.
Game?
Heck, what the? Hold on, I gotta get my.
What do you even
I haven't
wanna
needed the
do with those
the
things yet?
holocron all way tonight. I need to double check the chart because I'm pretty sure there is something for this.
If leading a squad of formation in the formation, that formation is broken. There's 3 threat.
Yeah, that probably doesn't make sense because he succeeded
Yeah.
on the check. That would be
Yeah.
silly, but we can work on some stuff.
If
I'll
leading
scroll
squad can
anyway,
not
so
direct the next successful, and then yeah, there's not that many.
Yeah, no, I guess we'll just go with boots take 3 strain. You're about to lead these men into battle, and somebody's gonna get hurt.
You reduce that.
Nah.
Aramaa, you do perfectly fine with all your many dice and modifiers. It's almost like you're good at this or something.
I know they picked up at Loth. It's only 2 actually.
Well, yeah, you know, he reduces it, but he reduces that after I tell him how many it is.
No, it's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, now Wevu doesn't stop to rearrange her formation. The clones are fine. Wevu slides open the door. You step out. In this hallway anyway, there isn't anybody currently, but you guys can hear the clanking of boots downstairs, it sounds like.
But I'm right here.
Right.
So the Devilman clone sticks the detonite to Boots' face and space tapes it over his mouth. The problem
You just
is
hear
solved.
very muffled fair.
All right.
Boots is
Okay.
sent on a solo mission to go through the vents alone. And down the coast, have a few laughs.
Okay. So the
All right, so
book it.
all right. Wevu clearing the corridor, books it out. Clunk, 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 clunk.
Yep.
Any particular marching order? Who's after her?
No, I will wave everyone through. I'm going last.
Okay,
Yep.
you going up the rear.
I think Wevu.
Camo 2, Boots number 3 then.
Yep.
Aramaa and Aramaa's squad number 4.
Yep.
You go out last.
Mm-hmm.
All right. By the time that you guys are all out of the door, keeping in mind that because you're in squads, you are technically still 2 creatures, so, you know,
Yeah.
We big.
it does take you a second to move yourself through doors. Wevu, you and your squad have reached the top of the ladders down.
Okay. I'll go down lower first. Have the clones fall after me.
I forgot.
Okay.
I forgot. When
Uh,
you take fall damage, do you get your soak or not?
I have
You do get
condition.
soaked.
Okay.
Yeah. Plus, I have condition which helps with that.
It's a very interesting question. So, well, on that end, you're gonna go down the ladder. How are you gonna go down the ladder?
Slide.
Okay. So make me a. I think it's. Well, yeah, you're 3 levels. Make me an not easy, an average, a 2 dice coordination check.
Right now, I need to remember when. Okay, that is. Yeah, that's.
Camo, you're next. How are you going down the ladders?
I'm probably doing the same.
Okay, you also make me the coordination check.
I'll wait for Marth to do his. But...
Okay, I'll do.
3 and 3.
Yeah, 3 and 3.
You're fine. Camo, you were also fine. Boots, what about you?
Let me get through this. Sorry, my bad. I stepped away. Athletics?
No. How are you going down the ladder? Sorry if you stepped away. These two
Oh.
guys slid down the ladder. So,
Oh, slide.
all right, make me an average coordination check.
Ooh, coordination, you say?
Yeah, you guys are you're trying to keep your grip on a slick surface as you slide.
You're holding
Or
down
is
the
it-
sprint
yeah,
button.
You're holding down the slide button. It's just like,
Well, Loth is rolling. Aramaa, you're last in the line. How are you going to do this?
What's the distance from to the ground?
It's 2 levels. It's probably, I think, medium is an average check.
What is the damage for a
If
I
you
think
were to
medium
medium,
dive all the way
uh,
down.
I think Mia's like,
It's pretty nasty. It's like 30 wounds if you did a straight, literal pencil dive.
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
well, the support system should give you, I think, like a skill mod for the coordination, so it would be yellow, but it doesn't matter now.
Well, that was blank anyway.
If it was
but-
short, I would
Yeah.
risk it, but yeah, no, I can't.
And
change. I can't.
remember, we were
Yeah,
arguing about.
it is 30 damage and 20 strain for me.
That's right. I had the physiological one because, you know.
Now, if
I
you
think
wanted
so.
to do the short ones, you could do it in 2 jumps and just jump down 2 levels. But I don't know if that's actually faster than sliding. I guess it would be because air resistance is less than friction.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
You
Anyway,
got gloves on, you're fine.
I'll fuck it. I'll jump. I'll fucking jump. I'll jump. I'll do 2 small jumps.
All right, roll me an easy athletics check twice. And this will reduce the damage you take. As Aramaa literally doesn't even ladder and just jumps down the hole. Thump.
Wrong. There we go. Wrong. There we go. Do I have anything? No, I do not have any bonuses for athletics. Whee! I'll put that both in for the first one. I'll put that both into advantage, and that
You
will.
sure you want to put it in success? That reduces the damage.
I forget. Is it? But does the success of it do it for both? Success.
Check.
Yeah, because my thought was it's success reduces wounds and advantage reduces strain, but I could be wrong.
Falling, suffer strain. Check. Yes, okay, yes. So advantage reduces strain by 1 each.
Okay, and I do get my soak, correct?
Yes.
Okay, then I tank all of it. Oh, so
Yeah, because it's 10 and 10.
Yep.
And you get...
I have 8 soak right now. So and I
Oh, right. You have a lot.
yeah
8 soak?
yeah. Remember, I
Wait.
spent a crit. I have excuse me. I have 4 brawn. I have 1 enduring, and my
Right.
my
Okay. Then you have your armor soak 3?
yeah, because I slapped superior into it.
Superior is very bullshit, but you guys are very high EXP. 8 soak's not that crazy now.
No.
Yeah, so
Your
you just...
I'm
Jedi
jelly.
recon armor?
Oh wait, no, you're right. Dumb. I'm looking at my
So it'd be 7.
yeah 7, but still 3.
That's still most of it.
That's 10.
That's still most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 10.
You only take 1 strain. Oh, no, you spend 2. You got 2 advantage. Yeah, so you don't take anything either, because it's still 3 and 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you jump down and just do the 3-point landing. Only in your case, it's a little more solid as you kind of like bend the metal plating of the floor.
And spring into my second one.
Yep, jump down the next one. Behind you, you see a couple of bleary-eyed techs or something kind of like all lined up out of their rooms, like wandering around like, what the fuck? If somebody asks them, they're probably going to be able to say they saw some weird clones and jumping ninjas.
I will make that 2 and 2, and I'll take
Okay,
1.
so you take 1 wound, 1 strain.
Mhm.
The second one, you land a little loose on your ankle. Little twinge of pain, but you're fine. So all of you guys slam down into the bottom floor roughly at the same time, and there is a pack of Sun Guard guarding the checkpoint that you guys cleared. So
Oh,
we're gonna do a
yeah.
fight.
Fight!
Oh yeah, strain is not reduced by soak, but
Is
from
it?
falling.
Okay, then that
I'm
makes.
looking at the main book.
Why though?
That doesn't make any sense. I refuse.
It's like
I
if you
reject
Why
land-
is
it.
the,
I'd
why
even
is the
place it with
strain
my
10
own.
then?
Yeah.
You pass
why
out
is
and
it-
die. You can't possibly roll that many advantages.
Yeah, it's right in there. It's very weird.
Yeah, I ignore it. It's not. That's not what the holocron says. The holocron
Yeah.
just says it's reduced. So, let us continue.
I think that's less for controlled falling and more the idea like falling off cliffs or some shit.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, what they're trying to be is like gravity kills, but I'm like, you're. I mean, you're falling a short distance, but it's fine. It is also
Right.
flat. It is actually supposed to be flat average, but too late for that. I don't care if you fuck.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that? Oh, well, whatever.
It's fine.
Move on. I took a little bit of damage. So
Yeah. So, but there's squads of guys around you, so we're gonna roll initiative.
Time to punch.
I think it's fair to say you guys can roll cool because you were prepared for this.
All right then.
I'll just roll straight. Cool since I don't want any more strain on myself.
Nice me.
God, that's what's gonna have a field day with this. There we go.
That's the thing.
Dicebot's just like, why are you doing this to me?
Why are we here? Just to suffer.
Everyone asks why Dicebot. Does anyone ask how Dicebot? How are you, Dicebot?
I don't know if I ever should up my will or cool at all.
Yeah.
Not sure. It's like it's
Well,
kinda
I mean,
supplemented.
you took 2 strain just now, so
I mean, yeah, I to supplement it, yeah.
no, wait, I can't actually do that. Hold on. Wait, they have a boost die on vigilance right now.
Ha.
That matters.
So one is going to head a 1 PC.
Damn.
Wait, does that one get a boost die too?
No,
Okay.
comes the brakes. No, actually, wait. Well, no, heightened awareness is for other people, not for yourself. It's for allies, so no.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna figure out if these guys have it. But basically, there's a squad of is beefy. We'll say five minions. 5 minutes. No, you guys didn't go to the lava crevasse and set the base to self-destruct in lava. We don't have to have our 5-minute moment. Yet.
Monster.
But yeah, so there's a squad of 5 minions and another one of their tribunes, their officers, basically blocking up the door in front of you. And so it should be 3 PC slots, an NPC slot, a PC slot, and an NPC. So, you guys, as usual, spring into action before them. They're kind of arrayed before you, blocking up the door.
Yeah.
If you linger too long, reinforcements will hypothetically arrive, but I'm going to try not to make this
Right.
take like 5 hours.
Nope.
Well,
But
they have
Aramaa
weapons strong.
will go in. Oh, actually, you know what? What's our distance from him?
You guys jump down the ladders. The ladders are kind of off to the side. It's probably short.
Screw it. I'm gonna force punch him.
Okay.
Okay.
I was probably just gonna shoot them too.
You can do that for free.
Yep. So from short, I will take a maneuver to aim. What is our destiny like? What is our destiny like? We got a lot of destiny. I'm gonna spend a destiny point. Why not?
Yeah. We have so much destiny. We need to give more back.
No, not YOLO.
Roll YOLO.
No, it was just exclamation point YOLO. I was like, why?
Ah, damn it.
No, so it only counts the Y and the L.
Doesn't count the O's, yeah.
Let's see here. Then add a G, then 1P, 1B, and then. Okay, not as impressive as I would have hoped.
Oh, yeah. Which one were you targeting?
Oh, the minion group.
Okay.
Okay.
You should roll a black die in there because actually, wait. Well, you should anyway because they have a defense 1.
Yes. Very well done.
That's that. Yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't think about that. So I'm down to 5 advantage. All right. So I will dump then all my 2 light points into damage. I mean, in success for additional damage. And shoot, let's start that strain chain. I'll activate 2 for Martial Grace. Oh, excuse me.
Can you Martial Grace? Is it any brawl check?
Yeah.
All right.
I know it's bullshit, but
It's a little weird, but you have to pay strength, so we'll go with it.
mhm.
Yeah, that's pretty.
All right. What's
true,
your
yeah.
damage total?
Damage total. Excuse me 1 second while I math. I have 4 brawn, 2 for my duelist braces, which 6, 4 for martial grace, 10, 14 total. Pierce 5.
I was just having a discussion on the internet, a guy about Pierce and like, oh, is there a spectrum of Pierce? Pierce 2 doesn't seem like it does much, but there's a lot of stuff in between. I'm like, nah, most Pierces. You think Breach 1 does everything, but Pierce 5 really is just be eating everybody's soak out here. Okay, so what's your total before the Pierce again?
14.
14. Okay, hold on. These are custom minions, so I don't have an easy way to add up all their stats. So that's 5. So it was 14, right?
Oh, excuse me.
Yep, it is just any successful brawl combat check.
Yeah, I told you.
Okay, your double air punches out 2 of them. Wow! It's very wushu. You just throw out your hands and a wind suddenly whips through the room and they just like, whoa! They tumble end over end. They do a wire pull.
Insert default Battlefront death noise here.
What's your crit rating on that thing?
It's 3, but let's. Like I said, I don't want to go too ham. I did use martial grace, but actually, I do have knockdown on this. I would like to use 3 to activate knockdown.
All right, so the blast of wind kind of catches the other guys by like their coats or their leggings of their armor, and they kind of all get pushed down to the ground, even though they don't get taken out.
Yeah,
seems fair.
Yep. So, and I'll use the other 3 to heal 3 strength.
All right. Next PC. Wait, actually, do you want to do anything else? You only did an action. Aramaa.
Is the officer also like in that same group, like close to them, or is he?
Yeah, he's probably standing next to them.
All right, then I will make a maneuver to engage with him.
All right, you jog up a couple of meters to get in his grill.
Mm-hmm.
Sup, nerd. All right, Camo, you were going.
I guess I have to shoot the mini group now.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
You know the rules, and so do I.
Yeah, I was hoping to like.
FL commitment's what I'm waiting on.
Okay.
Hoping to one-shot a boss-type character? Hmm?
I was hoping you got the mini group, I'll get the other guy. But, okay.
Good soldiers follow orders. He just puts the gun in Ara's back.
Oh god, not again.
No, we're not there yet. We're not at that plot twist.
Yeah, not yet.
Also, to be fair, that's a dumb plot twist. That only works if you guys have like half as much EXP. Then I think Camo and Boots could win. But when was an Ataru striker, guys? I think she could take a lot of clones on her own.
I think if I could Beskad crit them, I might be able to just do something horrible to them.
Yeah, but you wouldn't, because they'd parry away all your points, and then you'd get hit with like 5 lightsaber blades and die.
Fuck, you're right.
Ataru is dumb, guys.
Yeah.
At least you can shoot Aramaa, you can't parry it.
That's why I said Ataru plus lightsaber throw is just even dumber.
Yeah, well, so the interesting thing is, and I think it works in a Clone Wars setting, Ataru is a very weak skill tree defensively. You get a couple ranks of dodge, but that really eats into your strain you need for stuff. So
yeah.
And you only get like 2 ranks of parry and reflect. But
I think
because you can take Jedi Knight, you can get a lot of other ranks of parry and reflect and stuff, so you can kind of shore up your defenses. Anyway,
all right, so
Camo,
I think
what do
I'm
you want
gonna
to do?
use. I think I'm gonna use their marksman rifle just to shoot into the minion group.
Okay.
I'll just
Any other activities or maneuvers before
I'm
shoot?
going to true aim, and then I'm probably gonna spend the next mover to take cover if that's doable afterwards. So we'll see.
Okay, so you true aim. All right, these guys have 1 defense, and also they are currently prone, so they add 1 black to your ranged attack on them, so you take 2 black.
Okay.
And I think that is everything.
I just want accurate.
Just the defense and the...
1, 2.
I get to add at least quick strike, so upgrade it. I think I upgrade it twice and add a boost. Okay.
Yeah, you still get the normal
It's just easy
aim
with an
effect, and then also...
Yeah. All right then. So that is their base damage for this thing. They're
It is
basically their own kind of gun. I keep losing the place of this.
I mean,
Alright,
I
so
got it right
that-
here. Its base damage is
All right, so that's
9.
18 Pierce 1.
Okay, so that 4 soak, so that's 14.
Also, they're
So
short,
that-
so it's actually 20, actually.
So that's 16. That's 2. And then most of a third guy. But that last guy does have a couple of wounds left.
Okay.
It's of the remaining, yeah, it's like of the remaining mini group. So, I'll crit last with the triumph.
All right. While they're down on the ground, you just roll up and just pop, pop. And your second pop actually shoots one of their frag grenades, which explodes, killing the third guy.
Okay.
Oh. There is no more minions.
Okay, I'll
Alright,
go next.
All right.
I guess
What?
for the position, it's like, yeah, I'm probably fine because I don't need to take cover right now. I guess. Actually, no, I'm going to spend.
You gonna take 2 strain to get into cover?
I'm gonna take 2 straight to taking cover, and I'll probably use that 3 advantage to heal that 2 strain, and then maybe
Or you could use them to take a free maneuver to get into cover
I'll use it to take a free maneuver to get cover, I guess.
and heal 1
Who knows?
strain. That's probably
And
the
heal 1
same. Works out the same
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So you take your shots and then you duck around the edge of a wall or something, so you're out of sight.
Okay.
All right, Wevu, you're going.
Okay,
Yep.
so first off, like, what weapon does the Templar guy
The Tribune have.
Tribune have out right now?
Let's see. What would he have out?
Is it the
I mean, he doesn't. I probably doesn't have anything super particularly out, but I expect his pike would probably be better for close quarters guarding a door than anything else. So yeah.
okay? Then I'll move into engage. And I'll quick draw the lightsaber.
You don't want to stab him with your shiny new obsidian knife.
Wait, do I want to stab him with my new obsidian knife?
I mean, I
You need a
could say it
Jody
would be a
build?
lot quieter, but Camo out here, firing blasters in enclosed spaces.
Yeah, that's already a lot of noise. It's just like, at this point, it's like we're trying to make a tactical exit, so, does it even have to be quiet at this point?
At this point,
I mean, this is the purpose. You guys have gone loud. This is no longer the quiet escape.
Yeah. Yeah, so pull out the double-bladed lightsaber.
Oh boy.
You're gonna
And
cut a man in half.
We'll see how
I'll,
it shakes out.
do I actually want... No, I don't need to go all out right.
You have a default linked with because it's double bladed.
Yes, I'll just go with default right now since I don't want to try to use up too much strain.
Okay. Seems fair. All right. So
So,
average normally,
yeah.
no adversary, but he does have 1. I will
Okay,
spend a
right.
destiny point, upgrade your check once,
Okay.
just to see if he gets to live long enough to take that NPC initiative slot.
Okay, how... any defense?
Yeah, 1 defense melee.
1 defense,
Wait,
so...
actually, let me double check. No, 2 actually. That's right. He's got his sun pike out. It's defensive.
Okay, so
1.
2 defense. Okay. You alright, so you have that force die can... Wait,
I don't think
No.
you said you uncommitted for agility yet,
think
but you can.
I think I might have uncommitted when I was doing those things. It's just that whole thing is like, hey, do I...
I mean, you
should
can
have
definitely
taken-
uncommit now. Just be like, oh, I want to uncommit.
Yeah, I'll uncommit. Yeah, since it was just like, I never really think about it because it's like almost always on. Okay, you Jiparasasa. And that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, and then another 2 for quick strike. And oh, yeah. Not that. I think that's everything. So that is okay, right. Coup is damage 8, so that's 11 normally.
Okay.
For each one.
Alrighty. So, he has a number of wounds left, being a rival, but you do zap him pretty good under his armor.
Okay, then I'll linked.
Jesus.
Okay. So, let's see. What was your damage total again?
11 for each one.
Yeah, okay. Sadly, he only has 16 wounds. So you get him on the backswing, and then come around, his head flies off. Clunk. Because this is Star Wars, that's what happens.
Yeah.
All right.
Also,
Everybody
way easier
roll
just to have
discipline
the
or whatever. It is discipline, right?
Yeah, discipline are cool.
Roll to recover strain really quickly.
Don't worry, guys. I totally assisted.
It's
I'm
fine.
helping.
As I heal nothing.
Problem sorted.
That's pretty much all my strain gone.
Goodbye, strain.
I heal 1. Okay. That's fine, I had 1.
That was... Okay.
Let's keep running.
All right, keep running.
Keep running.
All right. Clunk, 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 clunk.
Jump the
You guys
turnstiles.
Yeah, you guys tear ass through the checkpoint. The weapon detector goes off, but nobody is there to hear it.
I don't
You
feel
guys are
good
in the
about...
cube farm. It's like the boss fight with the Cybernetic Ninja the first time. You guys are just slashing and hacking.
I don't
Literally,
feel
I
good
assume
about
whoever's
just
got her
killing
lightsaber
people,
out, it
but,
probably
Yeah,
doesn't go away.
just
Just punching through cubicles, hopping desks,
yeah,
bull
slashing,
rushing.
hacking,
You
bull
guys
rush.
see a bunch of guys down at the lab and be like, there they are, get them! And they start clunk, 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 clunk towards you. And you guys bust out onto the funicular level, where I'm going to stop the session there because we're at almost 3 hours, and here is the boss fight, and I am running out of juice.
Okay.
Okay.
But let me describe the people you see waiting for you there, and also some minions will be behind you because you need ads in a boss fight. But
Yeah.
there is one Nautolan male, clad only in shorts, it looks like, but with elegant, super cool tattoos all over his body, and a shark tooth necklace. And, you know, he's got some interesting body paint etched onto his body, and he is wielding a bident, which is also a gun.
Oh.
And he's got some bolas hanging from his belt,
Oh, it
The
was
bolas.
his. This is his fucking boat.
his bola belt.
That was... yeah.
We found.
There is
Hold on.
very definitely some sort of Aquaman Black Mantis man here to fight you.
It was his
And
boat.
also, next to him, there is a humanoid, a female human, it looks like, dressed in simple dark clothes, wearing a set of armor and, you know, light woven armor with a sword at her belt.
Mhm.
Actually, no, it's a double-bladed sword. It's over her back. It's one of those KOTOR-style double blades on her back, but also wearing some gloves, and is looks like she's wearing some uniform rank pips and has a small red sun tattooed on her cheek. But otherwise, she is you know, pale skin, super dark, raven black hair, probably a little bit of eyeshadow.
I really want to throw the glue bomb at them.
That's okay. I'll kill you.
I just want to throw the Easter grenade at them. It doesn't actually, it just entangles them. It doesn't actually do any damage.
I'm destroyed by the fact of like this gift of one guy just zooming into the ceiling.
I'm pretty impressive.
I was trying to find a gif of someone just like tearing through an office, but
Close enough.
yeah.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
This is great, actually.
I was
No, this is
actually
a great skit. I love this. This was you earlier.
Yeah.
This is literally you guys earlier. But yes, so you guys have found the enemy mercenary commanders, the Nautolan bounty hunter, Athos Vare, and the Thracian Tribune, Ysold Fen, with a Y. Ysold Fen. And tomorrow, well, not tomorrow, next week, we will have a punch fight
Yeah.
And
with
maybe
spears
resolve
and guns and gun spears.
Yes.
How long have we been at this adventure? Or like this mission?
A while.
Another
Honestly,
mission.
like, we could do it tonight, but like I said, we're at almost 3 hours of recording. It's already 11 o'clock at night, and this is the boss fight. And I remember how the last one of those went, and I
Not
don't
the
have
3
another
hours.
3 hours of energy in me. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. I
I
understand.
would love to
that.
Hopefully
give
it
this
wouldn't
boss
take
fight
so
this. But I will say, once you guys do the boss fight, we'll also probably roll the outro of the session and basically do the denouement as well, because that's the last thing. The last thing is I want you guys to fight the cool bosses, and after you do that and you guys retreat and wait for reinforcements, it'll probably be over. So we'll roll our usual postscript stuff into the next session. So let's see. You guys have got the secret of the base, the underground base. You guys have fought several combat encounters. So, but we are still lingering. Let's see. Do I want to call it 10? I mean, you guys are sitting on 10 from the last session.
I have
anyway,
a dumb
so yeah,
thing
it's
of like, I
perfectly
kind of
fine.
want to
think
try
10's fine, but
the magma magnets, but I feel inhumane.
I mean, they're definitely made for vehicles, not for people.
That's fair, yeah.
They're an
I mean,
armor weapon.
technically that's a war crime if you want to melt through someone with magma. That feels like a war crime. Right there.
Axe, I want to tell you why you should fight those urges. Like, just listen to Wevuguk's honor code. You have one person who's armed with a double sword, another guy who's armed with a gun that is also a spear, or
Fair
a spear
enough.
that is also a gun. You're not sure.
Is throwing glue at them dishonorable then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
At least wait until Ysolde Fen pulls out her vibro shurikens and throws them at you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, honestly, I kind of expected there to be a boss fight, but I thought you were gonna do the thing where we're on the funicular and they just fall from the fucking ceiling somehow.
That would
That would have been cool.
I
actually.
thought about it, but I was like, no, there's not enough. The logistics don't work.
And that would
Like if they had like if you guys hadn't fought the tactical droid already, that would be perfect for him to have, because he had a hover pack on.
Mhm.
That would be perfect for him to show up that way. But no, I don't think it works. I think it just makes sense that because these guys were you guys didn't search their rooms yet, but you can steal the sweet loot later. But
Also, we don't need to leave actually.
my basic thought was that these guys probably came out of their rooms right away, but then immediately started going downstairs. So you guys kind of like missed them as you ran up, and so you didn't see them on the floor. That's why I had you flip the coin. You could have walked into one of their rooms, which would probably have been bad when they started the search, because they probably would have gone back to their room to get their shit.
Yeah.
And we could have had this fight a little bit earlier, but no, you guys called the coin correctly, and you got a completely empty room. And I just figured it would logistically make the most sense that, okay, they're gonna do a tactical exit. They're just gonna run out. Okay, well we'll just have them waiting for them when they get to the exit. Yeah, that'll be funny. Now, if you guys want to try and blitz by them and jump on the funicular and get it started, maybe we can have our rolling funicular fight. But we'll figure it out. We'll see what happens next week. Let's go with the 10. Did anybody hit their motivations particularly?
Honor and Val. I did go for melee to melee.
It's true. You did stick to your convictions.
Yeah.
You stuck to your rules of engagement all the time.
Yeah.
That seems fair. Anybody else?
The mission.
You did go off on your own and try and do some stuff by yourself a couple of times, yeah? That seems fair, if nobody else super objects.
I've got nothing else on my end.
Objections.
Would you say that me prioritizing getting everyone out to some more secure position counts as people are counting on me?
Yeah, you probably definitely did adjust your tactics to keep everybody safe rather than solving the problem immediately. That seems fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good sesh, guys. I gotta come up with a thumbnail for this, and we gotta come up with a title. And we will wrap up this super long saga next week.
Next week.
It was a lot of things, but we basically played an entire Metal Gear game.
I mean, yeah, no, and you got all the zones. Like, other than the fact that you guys didn't go to the mess hall, which, let's be real, wouldn't have been that cool unless you guys wanted to steal food. But I figured it had to be there.
Someone stole a lot of hash browns. I can't believe it.
Well, and to be fair, if you guys hadn't like tripped the full alert, like if Boots hadn't rolled like 2 threat on that failure, and you guys had like run all the way to the mess hall, maybe you guys could have like hid in the fridge or something. That would have been its own kind of funny. But yeah, no. So we'll see next time. So goodbye, everybody. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am yawning a lot all of a sudden.
He tired.
Also, is that a mosquito in my room?